Sivir.
Okay, gonna be locked in.
Yep,
all right.
It is now locked in.
I was looking at it, I'm thinking, like, what is a good option into the Draven? And it just doesn't feel like...
Around the time that Canyon would look to try to go bot lane, so they don't have to worry about too much. This is a beautiful pressure game.
Yeah, speaking of looking for things, Noguri not going to get pulled back with the Infernal Chains, but down to 200 health, trying to slink around, but cleared in a great position. And there's no more Shroud to stop Noguri on the bottom side as Noguri's going to dive forward. Khan does have to use the ultimate. Second charge comes in, Noguri's got the Ignite. Khan flashes.
Which is going to help him quite a lot on the Lee Sin for moving around the map.
Yeah, also getting Faker in position for Heroes entrances as well. So.
Black Shield available.
A little bit of a visual bug there, but in goes Canyon. Teddy going to take the first bout of damage, but Clid's going to get the kick. Canyon has to get out, but the flash to follow. And Clid pops out the heal, and Clid does the majority of the work. But now it doesn't have a flash available as Noguri. Khan just going to umbrally dash over the wall, and Noguri actually going in for more. Khan doesn't have World Ender, and he's just going to go down. Again, though, is Noguri not going to get infernally chained. But Shroud is down once again. Good knock up here from Khan as Clid makes his way forward. Lands the Q. That's what that extra range is going to do for you. And Khan picks up his first. Probably not going to deter them here as Khan still has the ultimate available. They're actually just going to go for the dive now. Pulled back with the Infernal Chains, but Noguri just picks up that massive bounty. And SKT paddle starred to death. SKT, though, not going to be too worried about it as Canyon's going to make this a 50-50. Taunt lands onto only one. Hook's going to be there as well, but they get rid of the bug first. Hoyt just going to get smashed by Khan, whose World Ender is going to keep him back alive. Can Damwon actually find anything? And the answer is probably no, as Faker has the hero's entrance to exit the fight. Showmaker now still wanting to find more. Justice
They're
punch.
never going to be in the driver's seat to use this against the turrets, and it's very unlikely to imagine.
Almost stolen there as well as Clid. Not going to make it out of there. Nuclear is going to pick that one up, and I just don't know.
Faker, meanwhile.
Yeah, Clid
getting
going
that
for
turret.
some sort of flank, but like you say, Faker's on the bottom side. He's going to be able to pick up that first turret. Not as important as it used to be, but still.
The Rift Herald is going to be able to bounce back and get that mid lane turret because Showmaker did quite a lot of damage to Faker.
7 health.
Faker's turret, and yeah, 7 health. That feels really unfortunate. Nuclear just going to walk back in there and auto-attack it.
2 is going to hit, but it is likely that we'll get it. One of the first regions to get new patches in the past, and I think that is going to continue as well.
Going to get it.
This could double charge as well, Shelly.
Yeah.
Not going to be all that useful in taking down the SKT. Now looking for the dive. Canyon not going to get tagged up by that Q as Clid comes on over with the safeguard, and they will lose this turret. But Damwon just going to run it all the way back, and the pendulum swung, and that's an inner turret going down in favor of them. Clid considering going for a kick, but another black shield stops that one from coming in.
Okay.
Nuclear with a brilliant spell shield, but now Khan gets into the back line. Soul Shackles not even going to arm because Hoyt's just straight up dead. Hero's entrance trying to find a knockup, doesn't get any joy as Damwon so far just losing one.
But SKT, off of this fight, everyone was just missing skill shots, left, right, and center.
Yeah.
But SK Telecom comes out ahead, able to finally bring down
things to start ever because it's going to do relevant damage to anyone who tries to tank it. They're going to have to sacrifice basically all of Canyon's health in order to get that.
It was a good sense for Nuguri not to commit too hard, even with Canyon in the back.
Oh,
but
okay. That's it's just a kick to the face, and Nuguri just was not ready for it. This tower is going to go down. SKT, this might be the opening that they needed because now someone needs to answer. Number that is very, very scary. Only Griffin seems to be able to come back from leads of that magnitude as Noguri continuing to try and fight against Khan, but that is not what you want to be doing. Shroud on cooldown, and we know what that means. Clid coming on over, trying to find more as there's the blast through from Khan. World Ender is going to get procced as Damwon Gaming have now found SKT. Can Khan actually get anything more, though, as Faker, the shortest hero's entrance that I've ever seen, but that is going to keep the Guardian Angel active on this Aatrox, and that is just the kill under Noguri once again.
And it looks like now they are pathing towards the mid lane. Wonder if they're going to try to go for the Baron
there's the
now.
flash onto Nuclear. Can he actually get enough damage in, though? And the answer is yes. It's the solo kill from Faker as the Lantern not going to be taken. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Not sure if that's entirely worth it. As in goes Showmaker once again. Teddy, you can see, just really wants to cash in those stacks, man. Any auto attack he can find, he's going for.
He is begging for a kill right now on this Draven. And right now, they're just going to get mid-tier 2.
I don't know what would be sadder. SKT winning this game without...
Really big for SK Telecom. They're going to pick up an Ocean. And this will mean...
So I guess I'm to be blamed as much as Teddy is, who's walking into 4 people right now, but thankfully has some extra movement speed. Canyon going to at least get the Lantern out of Mata, but Khan looking for this flanking play, diving into the middle of 4 members, and Damwon are running for the hills. Good kickback there from Cletus. No! Doesn't get the cash in. Oh man, it was so damn close as Khan is going to steal it away. Noguri now in amongst the team, has to use the ult defensively as there's the hook. But Showmaker able to get out of it immediately, and SKT don't find any more other than Nuclear.
They're looking to convert this into a mid-inhibitor capture, and this would make it a lot easier for them to start getting the Baron and then just going for the Doom push. Although, with that minion wave down in bottom, you can see Khan rotating to it immediately. Mata says, Teddy, come over here.
Yep.
They're looking to get 2.
Get in amongst it. They'll grab 2 inhibitor turrets. Not sure whether they'll get 2 inhibitors, but Khan says yes as he dives forward and gets the knock up. That is base obliterated by SKT, looking way cleaner. Going to waste here from the Akali. As Hoyt now in trouble. Oh, is he? No, he's not. Where is the Adams?
It does look like now at this point they are just going for the final inhibitor. We'll see if they can end up securing it.
Showmaker's really got to actually start landing some of these skills because, yes, he's trying to deal with the minion waves, but seems like SKT just straight up doesn't care about it. So much damage with these spinning axes. Just 2 of them, and Showmaker has to go back to the fountain, and now the base is in complete shambles. Only 2 more turrets remain. It's almost like SKT just need to escort those super creeps into the base, and the game will just win itself. Khan takes down this Ocean Drake. Could go for something like a Phantom Dancer, just be a little bit more bruisery. Well, and the Baron just taken down very, very easily. See, the axes do really hurt to land onto him, but no joy. The rest of the team able to gather around the Teddy. Now Nexus turrets starting to go down. Damwon, do they have another fight in them? Are we going to see that big number from Teddy as he's looking for it? 1 auto would have got there onto Nuclear, but he does make it onto the fountain as now Teddy just still looking for these auto attacks, looking for more. It is Khan that picks up another one though, as now the Nexus is under fire. Finally, he picks it up, immediately makes it a double now. Didn't see the number, but thankfully he's not going figuring out what he wants to play, and Corky going to be locked in.
So Corky is likely going to be in the middle lane and
lanes, but just wanting to win more as Clid turns up top side. Noguri does have that ult available, but Khan, you can see, trying to stand in front of him. The Lumberjack just going to waddle underneath this turret, but there's the flash. Zombie Scion going to be positioned away of Faker's package that he just delivered to it. Canyon though, there's the Paranoia, wants to get the steal, doesn't. Kickback onto Canyon, but that's a beautiful quickness combo from Hoyt as he dives his way forward. The first kill does go down onto Clid, but Damwon special delivery. See you later, Mata.
Oh, and they're just going to ignore the turret and say, Teddy, can you please come with me?
Yeah, thankfully they were tanking with the right person as Teddy tries to get his way out, but he can't. It's the death squad. Do you remember the Constazonias?
No.
It's like that, but worse. As here we've got a fight on the bottom side of the map. Hoyt once again, the quickness perfectly positioned as Mato's trying to get the Devour in the right spot as Teddy just throws his ultimate in the wrong direction.
Kind of far.
He should be able to get out of here, but nope. Nuclear just going to get it. Double kill comes through for the Kaiser, and this has gone from bad to plates. It was actually SKT that managed to get our most perfect game that we have seen so far, which is all of the turret plates and not losing any yourself. So they are very, very good at smacking down these turrets. This time, though, they do have to sacrifice, taking some time on the top side. Can't get a turn up. Showmaker is here, but Faker is a very long way away. It's Clid wants to get... Oh, the kick was perfectly placed, and Faker should be delivered this kill. Very easily picks that one up with that Trinity Force that's complete. The flash over, but the pre-flash comes in, and Hoyt guarantees that kill. Another one going over to Canyon.
Khan as well. He made a donation. And now Tier 2 turret going to be going over to Damwon Gaming as well, as SKT look to respond with a capture of the mid-Tier 1.
Yeah,
and then after this,
go down.
There's no objectives on the map to fight over. So Damwon Gaming, they still have to wait on their items on some of their champions. You can see Scion.
Going to know exactly what's going on. Now understands that he cannot move forward, but still going to be in the wrong position. The mini stun of the kick into the wall, and there was no excuse for that one. Showmaker, as he otherwise could have been in an upcoming fight.
And Dragon coming up in 45 seconds as
A little bit of a fight here towards the top side of the map is Khan taking a lot of damage here actually, and Showmaker tries to set up the Realm Warp, gets devoured, so that's not going to work, but does go 1-for-1 before the rest of SKT can arrive.
Faker's not very healthy for this, and he's sitting on a lot of mana, and SKT just lose the Infernal.
Yeah, that's a whoopsie. That is definitely a whoopsie. Paranoia to come in, but it feels a little bit more defensive as Hoyt dives forward. This isn't the quickness that we saw last time, though, as Nuclear does lock down the first kill. Dives on forward, picks up the double now as the Kai'Sa feeling well and truly online at 20 minutes.
With that Mountain Drake, with the Kai'Sa, the Nocturne.
Oh my god, look how much damage this is taking. Faker wants to come on over, but they're just going to obliterate it. Damwon Gaming move over to
reach the turret number 2, unless they go for this heavy engage right here.
Well, they're looking for it. As the Baroned up minions
can't get this mid turret. They're trying their damnedest to do the Nayram.
Well, Nogri's just going to walk towards them. That's his strategy. The quickness also just tying everyone up. And SKT's health bars are melting at the hands of Damwon Gaming. Canyon utilizes his GA absolutely beautifully, and this may just be base broken on this.
One more turret here. That one's going to fall extremely quickly.
Yep, that Rage Blade going to be stacking up. The Showmaker is preparing the top lane in a turret. And now that Baron power play looking much better. 3,500 gold. And that's actually translated. That's okay. These are the ones that these teams want. And Damwon Gaming going to make it 3. As the next Baron, they're going to look at it and it's going to be dead. It's basically will rip someone apart. Now Hoyt has to use the Battle Dance to get his way out. Grand Entrance, I'm sorry, as Showmaker may be caught out here. Lots of damage availability as he's kicked in amongst the team. Does have the stopwatch, but eventually falls down. Damwon Gaming can't follow up in time.
LCS ended. I'm not quite sure. Not sure what.
You got to be careful making fun of people. I mentioned Ingrid as being. Oh, okay. Fight's going to break out instead of Showmaker. I've seen this movie before. As now it's looking like it's much better for Damwon Gaming. GA's in there, but Showmaker's able to fight back as now Khan just throws his life away as well on this top side. Faker has the package, but is it going to be enough here as there's the Realm Warp? Package comes in, but I don't know whether it was a great idea as now Teddy watches on in horror as the man in the mid lane is going to bite the dust, and SKT are well and truly routed. That's a clean ace, and Damwon Gaming will break open the base.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that this is just going to be the end of the game. They have a cannon minion here, Sion tanking, teleport coming in from Ryze. I hope that he bought a Sork Elixir. And it looks like that we are going into game number 3.
And what happens when these series go to game 3s for SKT? It's been a bad news story for SKT fans every single time. Hoyt on the fountain isn't even going to die, as the Nexus does, and Damwon Gaming fight back. And man, SKT, I think you got to ban that. Of course, we know Khan as, okay, here's the flash. Clid's going to turn up mid lane, and this is not what we're expecting, but it's certainly a welcome one for SKT fans. First blood to the clean least into the mid lane.
And this is really problem.
Oh, it's the dream, isn't it? You don't have... Okay,
Whoa!
There's the kickback. Songyun, special delivery, but it's a miss on the ultimate. Doesn't even matter. Mata just dives on forward. And now we'll take some turret plates as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I really like that. The True Shot for the Ezreal.
Well, that's the Fate's call. We've decided to go for it. Key's going to flash forward. Mata gets delivered back. But Bono takes the wrong direction. Thankfully keeps himself alive, but Hero's entrance comes down. Gets a nice knock-up. Bono, you ain't going anywhere, buddy. That is a one-for-one trade. And now the kickback. Lava's going to get followed. Clid going to solo out the mid laner while the rest of his team deals with the support. I'm not sure that Q had landed. That was a dead LeBlanc, but still having to run away from the jungler right here. Q wins the cooldown. There it is!
And you can hear all the fans erupting in joy for SK Telecom. They're going to be able to pick up another plate here now. The last Clid was able to eventually get onto him, and as we come back to live, they're farming cows down in bottom, so...
Yeah, exactly. And as an Australian, you know, most of our beef come in here, setting themselves up. Mata's going to come on in here. They've got control vision of the area. Tal's going to come on over, but half the health bar right now.
I don't know what Hanwha's doing.
Softens 3 of them. No more spell shield for Bono. As Faker's just able to go in, not be able to perform to that level. And Lava is going to die at the hands of it. Winds of War. It doesn't feel like it's a war anymore. This feels like just one team being way better than another.
Well.
Oh man, it's just picks after picks. Braum pretty damn good at it if he finds you in the jungle. That's the ultimate. That's double ultimate from the bottom lane. Traded for just a true shot barrage.
Own life, so that's definitely the scary part. And here we go, they're all in. And Galio is so
yet
close.
Again. And in fact, SKT just take this as their turn. Key almost dies before doing anything. Clid's gonna kick back Tal. World Ender has to be used. And that is a lot of value on the Proto Belt. Key able to get out of the way to win the war. But SKT just say, all right, head back to your fountain. That's fine. We'll just take your inhibitor.
Yeah, and okay. All right, well, Lava having to back up right there. The inhibitor is now exposed. SK Telecom not going to take it. I love this so much. If they were to take it at 22 minutes, it's still too early. They don't have necessarily the resources to just go to Baron and start doing it immediately whilst ignoring Hanwha life, and then you would have your super minions deleting an entire lane from you, and it would allow Hanwha, like, being in this lane is not accomplishing anything. And
Faker's going to face check though, and there's a headbutt back. This could be a big problem, but he is going to get the taunt off. Colossal Smash is indeed that, but Marta comes over. He only has a Winter's Bite to offer, and that was the first whoopsie for SKT this game.
Yeah. And that's a really big pickup. It does buy them at least a minute of breathing time while Galio is off the map. Now, the thing I was mentioning earlier is one Mountain Drake's really nice. It does definitely help you take those turrets earlier on into the game. It does add a little bit of oomph to your Baron capture.
Wow.
Hold that thought.
Gonna get headbutted back. Redemption gonna come down to keep him alive. He lands every skill shot and goes into stasis. Vital has the perfect flank, and this time Aatrox is gonna get it right, and SKT get routed.
And this is a really big momentum swing. They're still down almost 8,000 gold. Watch all 9 seasons so far? Really?
Yeah.
That's a binge.
Yeah, no, I went in.
Yeah. Here we go, wow.
Yeah, we've started
off.
off
It only took us 5 minutes.
And Faker can play keeper here.
All right.
Not sure whether the vision is going to be available. Teleport from Akali very early as they dive into the pit, trying to make it a 50-50, but that ain't one of them. As the Guardian Angel gets popped instantly. They had to go for it, but it didn't work.
All right, and now with the Baron, this is very easy to be the Doom push. No wave clear on the side of Hanwha Life Esports. Nocturne still down for another 30 seconds.
They're Fnatic brushing without sweeping. That's the flash forward. Fate's call comes in, but Sangyun, can he deliver the... Oh, no. Man, that was like...
That was the wrong way.
That was special delivery.
Oh, man. Kiosk and SK Telecom, they need us. It wants to constantly be farming.
Oh, that's the cocoon. Lands it this time. And yep, Umbra Dash gets caught in range. That's a free one. Teleporting back to lane feels real bad as Marta here in the middle. Good slowdown here from the Iceborne Gauntlet. The teleport back as Tal gonna get the ultimate. That's a lot of ticks, and Teddy instantly dies. Khan wondering what the heck he's doing down here because there's a double kill going on around him.
Yeah, and in the meanwhile, Elise is looking to capture the Rift Herald, but that was a really nice setup by Hanwha. Bono knowing that Teddy didn't have the flash available and a very still able to get a kill there.
That's the ultimate actually coming down from Kane. Clid secures the kill in the end, but Teddy, that was all about you, my friend. Beautiful play. Here's Faker versus Tempt again. I feel like we come back to what is theoretically a fight in the mid lane after every fight, and I keep getting excited, but it's just nothing.
After you've recalled and spent your 1,000+ gold on several champions, but no, instead, I'm gonna summon it right now. They're gonna get that mid-tier 1, and then maybe try to use the Mountain Drake as the next main focal point fight.
Yeah, and they are going to get themselves a lot more lane priority, I guess, or at least map priority. That's a good knock up there from Faker. They just get a free Braum, take down the turret. Bono's one hit away from dead. It's the flash forward, decimating smash from Faker. That looked too good, as Sangyun's gonna die as well. Tempt looking on his horror as everyone died. And SKT, man, that's what you want. Acting his top laner. Oh, okay.
Oh, he got it canceled. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's an interesting one, but Tal's just going to go down. Cancel does come in, I believe, from Tempt on the bottom side.
Yep.
To stop the Scion from entering the fight. And Teddy and Marta, they come in instead and finish things up.
And now the mid-tier 2 turret surely going to fall here.
All right, there's the train. Unbreakable. Not going to be enough to get rid of that damage as Sangyun has to get the hell out of there with his ultimate true shot barrage. Picks off the Kai'Sa. They're in a choke point. Teddy having a field day on the Ezreal. Really nice aim, and they'll take 2 inner turrets. It looks like SKT has Baron right now without even having the Baron.
Yeah, this game is completely turning on its head. And this is what you would like to canon, is these champions that they have to get ahead or they have to have dream scenarios
Sangyun
unfold.
actually going to dive on forward. Killer Instinct just going to eat the shield, but Faker used his ultimate there. Looked like it was in a weird direction, but nothing's going to come of it. As there's the flash in. Tal wants to find it, but Teddy in the right position. True shot barrage means that Tal just does absolutely no damage and dies basically instantly. That was what Hanwha wanted, and now they're going to find everything. The knockups, the decimating smash, the Q coming in from the Aatrox, and Khan helps just wipe the floor with his Khan flashes on forward. I don't know whether that stopwatch was one that you really wanted to do, as he just gets death on the side of the map. Kingzone will get first turret.
We always use that adage of when the dust settles, let's work this out. But there's so much dust, Atlas, everywhere going on this game. Pretty cool is all I have to say about that. Speaking of pretty cool, Aatrox going to be stunned up.
Yeah, Rascal's going to come on over here as they're just ignoring the Chaos Storm. All too easy. Abyssal Voyage delivers
League
death.
of Legends is a caster because so often it has that kind of war element of northern fronts and southern fronts, and it kind of that means they're not setting up for a Drake defense.
Yep.
Aatrox can just take it down. Pawn will make it faster. Infernal, third Drake to Kingzone, and they're the ones with all the gold generation.
He's like, I'm normally standing next to Def. Let me do that again. No, don't do that again. That's not what you want to do, Mata. Strong play.
Watch Faker. He is on the prowl here. He's roaming down. It's not a TP gank.
What's the ultimate that he's going to try and pick up here as well as Infernal Chain not going to be gathered, and he does get the Aatrox passive with the World Ender to keep himself alive. But meanwhile,
look at the screen. Look how many wards are happening when they're trying to fight in their own jungle. There's a vision advantage for Kingzone everywhere they go. They can plop
Fire
down.
is not Earth, Wind, Fire, Wind, because that's not the name of the song. So they may as well give that one up.
Important update, not enough Drakes to have Earth, Wind, and Fire on both sides because the timer is Faker.
Yeah, he's going to dive on forward. There's the Emperor's Divide onto 3 like we were talking about, but it's a beautiful Devour coming in from Tucson, and no one's going to be taken out just yet. Cuz has the World Ender, so he's not under any threat.
But the poke remains supreme when the hard engages down. They can just chase onto Faker.
Yeah, they're trying to punish him. In comes Pawn, as now Faker tries to keep himself alive with the W, but it's not going to be enough, and Rascal's going to be able to grab that one. Yeah, he's going to turn up. Not going to get there in time, though, as there's the special delivery. Clid goes down. Deft has the auto attack, and that's the Baron. That's
1-3-1. That was the big win condition for SKT because the extra wards meant the grouping was much more reliable. Poking was so safe because of poke and an OP amount of wards, but that's what Kingzone has. So SKT, it's time to pull a magic trick. Where's it coming from?
Deft has 4,000 health worth of shield when he gets all of the buttons from his teammate. That's how you play in this composition.
Oh, yeah. You never have to drop auto attacks.
Yeah.
You know, people always criticize AD carries for running away.
Right-click someone, and that's someone.
He's A moving forward. How does it go?
I think they may win, as long as he's pressing
They might
buttons.
win. Isn't that crazy to think?
They might. This is a game that looks like SKT will not have an opportunity to get back to because look at Deft. Oh my god, the shields. Yeah, Faker once again going for that flank from Clid. Just
whenever
random
you see
damage, and Deft is doing so much.
Whenever you see sieges like this, the converse should have gone in. That's the struggle here, is that with the 3 sight stones, with how the game has played out, reality here, they've got the whole cam, if you know poker, so because of that, let's see if SKT can make something happen.
Yeah, they're trying to blow up Deft, but he's already well and truly back in this one. Faker goes into his golden form as Cuz going to get devoured. Tucson going to keep him alive as Cuz diving on forward. World Ender is going to put him back up again, has the GA as backup after that one as well as Clid. Tries to get him, but Deft down to about half health, has the shields back up again as Marta's taken down by Pawn. The Empress Divides are traded backwards and forwards, but it's Kingzone that's able to come out on top. The double comes in for Pawn. That's the ace, and that'll be the game.
It changed there, though. There's so many mages, Atlas, amounts of sacks of gold you can have in one item.
I'm not actually sure. Mini stun there on Amada here on the bottom side as Deft is trying to stack up this passive. One more auto will get there. There's the flash in from Clid, and Tucson is already dead.
That is what we call some clean play. Clid back re-debut Jungle Jax was Q onto a ward and then flash with the Counter-Strike up. So he's still got so much chase
There's the flash chain coming in as Faker is going to get stunned up. Counter-Strike's going to mean another one, and the auto picks it up for Pawn.
Didn't even need a ward to pull off that one.
Yeah.
Largely being avoided by Pawn.
Pawn picked up most of it beforehand as the chain. It's going to activate yet again. We get a Mimic to one as well.
2 chains!
And that's
differently. People talk about how it was always Pawn. Other people remind you that it was often Faker. This time it's Pawn in the mid lane. 2 chains are enough.
A bit of time in China, it was definitely question marks on Pawn as Cuz turns up top side, and Khan's already taking a lot of damage. The disdain to go forward as Khan, I don't think he's going to be able to get it. The ultimate, I believe, even missed onto Rascal, and Kingzone get a free.
Crit and all the crit items, it all adds up as mid lane.
Yeah, Pawn dashing on back as the cleanse is used immediately. That means the Cataclysm's going to be pretty valuable. Double Distort tries to get Pawn out. Gets himself back over the wall again as Marta wants to punish his ex-teammate.
Can Pawn do it again?
Gets over the wall, gets under the turret, and he's fine.
This man cannot be stopped. You remember the big escape he did last time out in week number 3, and now Faker has to be on a big evacuation of his own.
Yep, he's having to get underneath the turret, and there's another distortion.
CS numbers are lower than you might expect. It's all intentional. It's all patch 9.3 with no hotfix. Don't try this at home. And speaking of don't try this at home.
Yep, Khan is just going to die. Pretty sure. No, he doesn't. He manages to pick up the Rift Herald as well and grabs the kill because the ultimate was there before. It looked like lunacy, but in the end, it was genius.
And another debate, but this time to the side of SKT because Atlas will get the bot lane turret. Ezreal's power farmed with Klepto, as only Ezreal can. No sighting of a Frostfang in that inventory zone. Cinderhulk, but Trinity forced to follow. A lull in the item purchases, it feels like right now. For Kingzone, their item purchase just can't because of that.
It's an item that you want to have to stick around in lane longer, but unfortunately for Deft, I mean, they've lost all of their outer turrets already. It's no longer...
Slowly onto this Cloud. I've seen some Cinderhulk, Jarvan, just to be a frontliner, but it's back to Warrior.
Well, Khan's actually in a pretty decent position for a flank here as Pawn moves on over. KT could be in trouble. Marta with the flash box is not exactly going to work out here as Tucson has the ult, but Rascal can't get into this fight. Klid has to flash to get out of the way of the extra damage though, and the Urgot this time is not able to put them in the grinder. Finally, Faker gets the combo, but Marta has to go golden to keep himself alive. Flay comes back in and in his dying breath is able to help himself out, and Faker flashing on forward. Deft keeps himself alive for the moment, and Kuz will be the sacrificial lamb, getting the god of the mid lane. The
Kingzone should lose basically every time. So fights like there's a Void Star from LeBlanc. She wants to actually put some pain onto Urgot and friends in the 1v1.
Yeah. Got in one go. Not your trinket.
Urgot's walking up.
Yeah, actually going to get headbutt pulp there. Void Seeker's going to land, so Klid could get jumped on with the Killer Instinct, but Leap Strike going to get Kuz out of there, and True Shot Barrage. He's not going to land. Faker dives on forward, but it's only Tucson that he's able to get on top of, and that's free hitting on the side of Pawn. Flash has to be used from Nada, and that's going to be Faker dead, biting off more than he can chew.
He had no backup in particular fight his mid lane.
Oh, not surprised about that one as Marta's going to go down, but they trade it for the Kai'Sa. Teddy is huge in this fight as Tucson trapped, and he's going to give away the double kill. Leap Strike gets Kuz out of there.
Kingzone just giving up on it.
Yep. Teddy just has way too much damage. It's Kingzone trading it for a Mountain Drake, but that's Mountain Drake versus 4 dragons.
Have the Watcher, so we push forward to SKT.
Rascal at least has a Banshee's Veil. That's the dive in. Okay, Klid going to take half of his health bar, but that's not too much to worry about. And the trade is Inhibitor Turret. In the mid lane, SKT very happy to make that one. Trading a health bar from a jungler, certainly worth it, as now Teddy working on this inhibitor, and he just does so much damage. Ezreal, a pretty silly champion as dictated by this particular series.
There's no real force. Again, what can they do?
Well, they're going to go for it. I believe that was a flash engage from Rascal, but didn't manage to yell at anyone. He's just causing a ruckus, and no one's there to hear it.
No even Miasma had the pulverized interaction that we were alluding to in the champ select. Felt like just couldn't get in position to do.
Available as Kuz trying to do what he can. Banshee's Veil removed as now Deft just getting poked out by Teddy once again. And the turret is going to fall. It felt like it was at about half health when that auto attack landed. True Shot Barrage landing, and Deft almost gets picked up by that.
Even through the healing of the fountain, so much damage coming in, and not the same damage from Pawn anymore. SKT walking up their information. What can Kingzone do to stop them? Seems like not much.
No, but Faker takes himself down to about half health. This is the last inhibitor. Teddy wants one more auto, doesn't get it, cancels it after that one as Pawn clears out the minion wave. But SKT, they can just create all the space that they want. Nexus turret number 1 doesn't being able to lay down. Jarvan is huge, and the bubble is going to land. There's the flash after the net. Is it going to be enough? The answer's a hell no, as Tucson gets slam dunked on the bottom side.
That's synergy or scaling there. That's how it works mid lane.
Yep, that's going to be the trouble bubble landing, but it doesn't matter as Kuz gets on out, and that's
really his famous picks in the 1v1.
Yeah, absolutely. This time around, Klid is once again going to have that control on the top side. Kuz coming on in, trying to make use of the fact that Marta did recently use his flash, but hadn't used his stopwatch as Pawn comes on down. And the flash is used, but it's just not enough. Chaos Storm is going to definitely...
And you're like, I'm Fiora, how you doing? I'm liking the Fiora in the matchup.
Yep, Rascal going to come back in there as he picks up the ult. But he's going to be too worried about it. He'll start off the Infernal, and it just looks like Kingzone will have to give this one up. Just taking too much damage here. He has to leave because this turret is well and truly being taken.
He can't do anything. He doesn't have range, which he does well. That's scary. Speaking of scary.
Yep, Abyssal Voyage is going to come in because, oh no.
He's done.
Yeah, didn't see that one as Cell Division is going to come in, but they're going to divide him very, very quickly. A couple of teleports were available, but they would have just died as well. Rascal has no options.
850 gold farm bounty. Remember that farm bounties were tweaked previously if you died.
Ravenous Hydra already completed, which is just bonkers. Third Drake goes down very, very easily.
The full oomph of this Fiora. It'll be just amazing to watch.
I just don't know whether you will, Papa Smithy, because he's on the bottom side doing battle
Does
with
he
Rascal.
dare to ultimate? I need to see it.
Man, the ultimate's actually been stolen.
Here we go.
Now it's finally going to be traded back. We can see it picture in picture. I don't know why we're not just watching it.
The turret there was doing a big number there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of disengage available, so sadly you don't see the full oomph. That was a tease.
Yeah, Teddy's going to move on forward.
I know the Observer. I'm going to give him a bit of lift after this.
Yeah, why did we only get it in the picture-in-picture? That's the frustrating part. Is Unbreakable does land, but yeah, when a W lands, Dev can't really go in. Is okay, cuz he's looking for it. Headbonk does come back as Teddy's in trouble. Has to Arcane Shift to get out, and Marta does fall down as well, most likely, as Deft is able to grab a couple of kills. Faker comes in, but it's a little bit too late, and Clid, what can he actually do here? Unbreakable down, Clid's going to get stunned up eventually. Good vision available as they get rid of the Zac, and it's just not enough. Unfortunately, they're just too far ahead. Cataclysm going to be used by Rascal as Pawn gets on over. Portal jump, can he do it? The answer is yes on Rascal's side as Clid gets out. Pawn's able to do battle, but in the meantime, Bubba Smithy, yeah, Khan's just going to
target me
about when to flash headbutt pole. And he's going to get in, doesn't even need to flash this time. Q's going to land onto Barrel, who flashes after the taunt comes in, finds some Winds of War, wants to get a trade back here as the Ignite. Is not going to be enough. Punch, launching himself forward now as Marta, very low, but there's a teleport. Comes in at exactly the right time. It's backwards and forwards. The flash comes in from Teddy. First blood goes to Noguri after the teleport, but it will be a sacrifice as everyone uses everything, and Faker even able to make his way down with the teleport. The advantage there from the mid lane. A lot expended. 1 for 1.
After the Herald. Still a minute and a half left on the turret plates, and so this would be a...
Get done with all of that poke damage. Headbutt Pulp comes in from Faker, looking for more. Another Trouble Bubble. That's the flash taunt landing in the backline. Clid very close to going down, but thankfully for SKT fans, isn't going through. The flash in from Khan gets the multi-man fear. Nuclear has to Killer Instinct in order to get himself out. It's Faker flashing forward, looking for Trouble Bubbles, not landing them though, as he dives on over for some follow-up. So 5 members here means that the Dragon is well and truly theirs. They've got sole vision of this area as well. Double control ward all the way down, no worries at all. Marta gets a bit of extra damage in there, but Faker, look at it, he's booking all the way towards Noguri. That's a very early Fear Beyond Death, and the bubble lands. I have a feeling he's going down, and Khan's going to be able to pick that one up. Even though he doesn't get put into the grinder, he still gets put into the Death Chamber.
This is a really good
spellbook, and SKT just take a free Infernal Drake. It's 2-2 in Drakes, but SKT has the only one worth anything. Out of the way.
Oh, Barrow looking like he maybe wants an engage, ends up blowing his taunt.
Oh man, it's desperation that you can see. Headbutt pole, Marta sees one that he can take down and just eats the gargoyle for breakfast. Khan in the front line, you ain't gonna do anything to him, and SKT, this is
all armor penetration.
Khan, okay, Blade of the Ruined King comes in, you got an exhaust down for Khan here onto the Jace. SKT are rotating first, but look at this. The Conqueror doing work at the moment. Khan just trying to keep Noguri busy. There's the flash pulverize. Not going to waste any time here at all, and into the grinder you go, Mr. Jace. No heroic entrance is going to save you this time.
And this is going to mean that SK Telecom can finally pick up the bottom.
Infernal. Can they get on over? Okay, Punch. Here's your time, but the pulverize is in. That's 3 Infernal Drakes. We do have a decent Impale this time. Khan going to be taken down first off. A lot of the burst damage is used. A lot of the buttons now not available for Damwon, and Nuclear getting tagged with that one is a huge deal. Flash very early, respecting the Sonic Wave from Clid. And Damwon want to be able to walk away with that one. Pick off Baker in trouble, but does use the QSS to get out of danger. A lot of damage onto Barrel. He is going to go down. Noguri going to find another Empowered Shock Blast. but no kills in SKT. They get the 1-for-1 in the end.
Telecom are playing their comps right. It's
oh,
very hard
there's
to
the
lose.
flash kick. They're looking for Nuggery yet again, but he flashes himself out. There's the hero's entrance. Beryl gets into position. A decent triple taunt. There is Teddy. Relatively zoned, but it doesn't matter. Khan, so huge in the front line on the Urgot, and that's the fear beyond death that we've been talking about. If that one lands, SKT wins.
Whoa. Showmaker having to use his cleanse right there. There's not really any wave clear on the side of Damwon Gaming, as they are a pseudo-poke comp in a way. Pick poke, whatever you want to call them. Those types.
No wonder it's chilly here in Korea.
Yeah.
Well, Bubble gonna try and do some zoning here as Marta comes on over. He knows what Punch wants to do, despite the control ward vision. Headbutt back, and that's in Elder Drake going over to SKT. Triple Infernal Elder Drake means this burn damage is disgusting. And SKT, they're just taking the entire map right now. Oh, go to sleep, my dear Prince. Pulled back in and gets himself a fear there as well. No, actually doesn't. He's going to get some flash in solo queue on the Zoe.
Zoe is definitely considered one of the best mid lane champions right now, if not just the queen of mid lane in the current meta. And so Faker
and so much damage. But Damwon are going to be able to actually get themselves over here. Nuclear does land the Void Seeker. It's a flank coming in from Marta. Wants to get that big pulverize, but it's not going to happen. Beryl knocked into the rest of his team, and Khan lands the fear beyond death. Not going to be able to get the fear as they kill them too quickly. Teddy just rips apart the AD carry. The first death of Nuclear, and he might even be in the death chamber when the game is over. A triple kill for the round. We're going to be feeling good about it. Oh no, Flame. He left the LPL, but the treatment is exactly the same as he makes it back to Korea. That is going to be first blood going over to Khan. A little bit too far up. Early levels is still rough here for both these guys. There's the flash forward, though. Marta eats the Grey Health and his Ezreal, and is able to get out the Ignite. Not enough to burn down and grab the Master Chef. True Shot Barrage. Going to go well and truly wide, but the Arcane Shift, he was waiting for that one. Beryl, the 1v2, and Teddy walks away with it. The bait-in was so nice as Flame gets out of the way. A little bit more here as the Drake is going to be taken there from Damwon Mountain is going to be the next option here for them. Just trying to get as many of them available from Nuclear as well, in case anything else happens. There's the Abyssal Voyage. Faker makes his way in. Beryl's going to taunt up 3 members in the backline, and Canyon just grabs the kill onto Klitsch. Shelly even joining in this battle as Khan doing battle with Flame, but he's losing out on that one. The waves very, very quickly. As Teddy, we go, Beryl! The prediction of the Arcane Shift, he can't do it to him too many times. This is a lot of damage into the backline, but they do manage to get rid of the Tahm Kench, and Damwon turning around the play patterns of SKT against him.
And this was a really...
Actually get some fear beyond deaths here against this squad, as Teddy doesn't have his teleport. That is going to be Khan making his way in, but it's 2 Drakes going over to Damwon. Cleared coming on over, gets the kickback on the Galio, but actually, there's just a whole bunch of buttons going the wrong directions here. Flame avoids his own hijacked ultimate, playing the more finesse style, as this is not finesse from Khan, as Flame wants to find the ultimate, and he does get into the grinder. And the Jace is going to be picked up there, just overly aggressive positioning towards the inner turret of his opponent's squad with no... Alright, not going to happen here as Beryl, takes a lot of damage, and Teddy's turned it on. Q isn't going to land, but he's still in position. Just as Punch is going to move you towards the Ezreal, which is definitely not what you want. Galio is going to go down. Faker, come on, as Showmaker, he's in trouble, has to pull. As True Shot Barrage comes in, Nuclear, he might just die, but the minion wave is thankfully there. Canyon thinks that this is his moment, but is it? As Hemoplague is down, onto Teddy, he comes out, double explosion. As Showmaker comes in, Flame gets the fear beyond death, as Faker's Hemoplague ain't gonna work when none of his team go down. 2 members, not enough, and Showmaker showing he's level 14, and the Vladimir actually coming in second item for Canyon, as he's gonna get booted back. Teddy, special delivery here, as there are flashes going off everywhere. They want to kill this Riven. I understand the global taunt of the Riven, everyone does if they've played any solo queue, but look at how mobile Canyon is. Pops over the wall, Khan needs to be delivered here as well. As the boot back comes forward, and okay, he's still alive. There we go. Finally, to the skies is going to be able to pick up the kill.
You ever try to catch a Riven?
That's exactly what can happen with this build. Canyon already has 40% CDR. In this build, possibly 45, as Inspiration was taken second with this very defensive rune choice. Well, True Shot Barrage coming here in the mid lane, just some control now as Showmaker gets engaged on, but Faker, he's actually feeling the brunt of this one. He might actually have to go into stasis, and he does. Hemoplague not going to give too much joy. Kingslayer not there, flashes into the open maw of Mata, but Mata spits him out into the redemption, and Beryl picks up the kill. Fear Beyond Death. The spear is going to go wide, but I feel like that's almost damage out of the way. It's a decent exhaust onto Showmaker, who doesn't have Hemoplague. They've certainly pulled off this one as Seraph's Embrace finally completed. Canyon in trouble, Teddy kiting. Can he actually find this team fight? Power Shock Blast grabs the Vladimir. That is so much damage missing from the fight now as Khan grabs that first kill, grabs the second. Canyon so low, Beryl so low. Canyon picks up the kill on Mata there, but that's the triple kill now for Khan. Hero's entrance comes down, and Teddy grabs that one. SKT finesse in the team fight to save.
Everything is just so close. You can see Faker. This is how this all starts. Silas trying to be dragged across the finish line as Mata eats him up, spits him out right into the redemption, but there was really nowhere else for him to go that way, as they seem intent to go into the Baron.
This is dying so incredibly fast. Faker trying to get over the top, but it is the Riven that takes that one down. Faker goes golden. It's a lot of damage into that pit, and he's able to get out of there. I'm not sure how he lost absolutely none of his health bar after the Zhonya's, but that's just one of those things that happen, in SKT can't get the chase in. Faker finds another ultimate now that he's level 18 and that cooldown is so incredibly low, and Damwon have been routed. Fear Beyond Death, can he sling it onto Flame is the question. The answer is no. Shock Blast comes forward. That's cleared going down, but look at Faker, look at Khan, and look at Teddy. Can they actually grab this? They're like fish in a barrel, but these fish are piranhas. They can bite back, and Damwon.
Corridor.
The scaling of Hemoplague's heal, by the way, when you hijack it, is absolutely despicable, by the way. Just saw that represented by
Use of trying to crack the base. Damwon, they have to just go 5 into a lane and threaten the Vladimir engage. That's the only way to move SK Telecom, which is what they're doing.
Oh my god, Showmaker. Crimson Rush on top of Khan, but he holds on to his Guardian Angel. That will spell the end of the inhibitor in the mid lane. It was about the end of the Baron buff as well, but finally, the base is broken. Top side now going to be the problem. There's a mismatch. Khan had to go back to the fountain. That means that we are in trouble of losing 2 of the inhibitors in the SKT base. Nicely done from Damwon. And this game, it's turning on it somehow. And we got backs. We've got the Baron just being given over to Damwon. SKT not wanting to try and go for it, but they do move. A little bit too close here. There's Flame moving real fast with that Righteous Glory. Clid having to flash. Unless Clid can go for a miracle steal. He does have the Q landing, not going to steal it. And GA also going to be sacrificed. He wanted to deny the double Elder, but he's not going to be able to, and that is a whole lot of time with an Elder Drake. An extra 2 minutes on top of the...
And I really can't imagine that this could ever go poorly here. You just have to wait for the top minion wave, and then once it's there, press on the hunt. Hemoplague, all of the SK Telecom members, they're going to run backwards.
If Nuclear accidentally attack moves the wrong direction, I think they lose, but otherwise, it's looking pretty good. Hemoplague's already down. Faker goes into his Zhonya's, trying to turn this one around, but Flame, he's got a stopwatch. The Riven grabs the kill onto Silas, but SKT, they played out a lot of the fights great in the early game, but in the end, it's Damwon with better play around neutrals that secure game 2.
That was a really interesting game from a lot of angles, mostly because both team compositions got to really show its face.
And Pantheon to leave bottom lane.
We won game 1.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, damn it.
And then they picked Kanan to Karthus, Lissandra.
I saw that.
So
this is going to be SKT taking themselves an Ocean Drake. This time around, pretty happy about having an Ocean Drake. I mean, everyone in a lane is really keen to spam their spells. He's way back down. I got excited there for a second, but Khan can come in. His ultimate just comes back off cooldown. We're looking for a 50-50. Showmaker doesn't take the claw, and immediately SKT turn. They grab themselves the first blood. It's onto Teddy and the Dragon. Fear Beyond Death is going to go completely wide, and Mata is tanking up all the damage, even able to go over and help take down the kill onto the Tahm Kench. And SKT, they come out of the game.
Have that Oblivion Orb just... I'm wondering how he's going to transition to Galio.
Oh, he's in trouble. This is going to take a while. Remember, the shield isn't exactly the greatest as he flashes to get himself out of the way. Remember, the ult, it's ticking down. He's trying to get the work done, but the big boy into the belly It is going to be traded, though.
No, not Majin Buu, Cell.
Yeah. I think he's going to third cell after that one, though, 'cause that's a real big boy. As Beryl tries to flash, but he's not getting far. Faker with the Winds of War does a lot of damage, actually. As Mata, can he tank it? Not going to happen as Showmaker picks up the kill in the end with the Frozen Thrall. Faker actually tanks up.
Later in the game as none of your chance
Beryl's dead.
Okay, well, yeah.
See, man.
This is always a really sad. I'm gonna need a moment.
Yeah. Thomas. Poor Thomas.
Looking like a beached whale right there.
And that's exactly what that Tahm Kench skin looks like. Is we've got a team fight further on the top side of the map, and it's going to be Showmaker just completely obliterated. Without any further thought, another slowdown comes through onto Beryl. Permafrost as well slows him down. And the train not going to be able to land, but the Decimating Smash certainly will. And Teddy finishes that one off. It's just Damwon Gaming with a bit of a break. He's buying so much time to try and stop this one. Clid, Arctic Assaults gets back in. They turn themselves back onto this Baron as Clid flashes and steals the Baron! Canyon unnecessary as the kills now starting to rain forward. Damwon Gaming are even able to steal away the piggy as Showmaker gets himself back in. Gets a brilliant flash forward at Damwon. It looked like a brain fade, but maybe it was the genius tier move. And Flame, welcome back to the LCK, my friend. Well, on the hunt has been popped here. It's a good ultimate this time from Clid, but into the belly of the Tahm Kench goes as Flame just gets delivered to the middle of the team. Can he actually find the Fear Beyond Death? As it is going to go wide, but doesn't matter. Still able to take down the kill on Mata, and now Faker in amongst the team is delivered another kill over to the Urgot. I don't know where this Flame came from, but it feels like he's teleported. That we can see those.
Yeah, well, talk about old man mechanics.
Yeah.
Missed the Scuttle Crab really quick.
Quickly will be able to get so much damage done. He's got IE double seal item. It's a huge deal here as Clid flashing towards the pit, but now needs to be able to Arctic Assault his way forward. Nuclear is the one that secures the Baron, as now SKT trying to start off this team fight. Flame, the only one knocked up, but the Gargoyle Stoneplate is buying so much time. And now Canyon diving in the backline. He wants to get on top of Teddy, but they've expended all of Flame's health bar, and they can't do anything more. Oh, the Purge comes just back off cooldown, and now Showmaker darting into the backline. The Kaiser there as well, and he's free hitting Nuclear. Can he do it? Goes into the stopwatch, the stasis, and Showmaker in the backline. The Circle of Frost and the ace for Damwon.
And that was the biggest turnaround. It looked like SK Telecom certainly had that fight.
Damwon have answered back, and now it's 3-3 for SKT Damwon if you're looking at the LCK. But tack on a couple more wins for Damwon as they were able to take them down in the Kesper Cup. At the beginning of 2019, Mata is going to respawn, but I'm sorry, buddy, that Nexus is not long for the world. And Damwon Gaming do what looked very, very difficult after game number one. They turn around a difficult game two.
The Sky's plant does see him, but he goes all the way around to the bottom side. Oh no, Teddy might just go down before he even gets there as he's alone. Mata will get away, but oh boy. Teddy has to flash too, but gonna know he's here until they see him on the blue buff. As they will see him now, it will go the way of Clid. Nice double knockup, but no follow-up from the team as, okay, we're following it here as Galio comes in, but out goes Rek'Sai and in she goes again. And Faker's in position to do enough damage and follow-up. Roach should be going down, only Mata going to be the sacrifice here for the 2-for-1 for SKT.
And that was just Gen G baiting themselves into a problem. Life got the kill earlier, but level 5 Alistar engaging when SKT, like we mentioned, is so powerful just innately in the early game. Opens up multiple members on a silver platter, and how about an Infernal Drake unless Peanut can stop him?
Maybe they have the ults coming through, but it
really feels like SKT are playing that patch 9.4 and also the 2019 patch. Gen G, they're at their whim.
Well, Life is caught out there. No real escape for him. Not much to yell about as he gets caught out without an ultimate. Had to use it in the bottom side.
9.1 at 9.4, it doesn't feel like the way forward. They have solo lane disadvantages. They're going to try and teleport and try a team fight.
They do not have the Alistar, but they're really trying to make this work as, okay, the Rek'Sai comes in and steals it and flashes the wall. Clid putting on the blaze here, looked like a gymnast.
Cube can't match Fiora at all, so They're in a damned if you, damned if you don't situation, Gen G. What are they going to do here? They're trying something.
Okay, Vada goes in and dies.
I guess that's
all I got. If anything else happened, I mean, that's the timing. And speaking of timing, there's an Infernal Drake on the map right now, and you have Ravenous Hydra Trinity Force Fiora.
She might even be teamfight ready. She didn't even need to be teamfight ready. Speaking of teamfight.
Are we going to have one? Okay, big knockup here from Life. Will only get Mata from the follow-up of the Galio. As Faker looking for one, but they're going to go to the right side. Nice flashes away here from Gen G, but Life a little bit too weak as he does have his ultimate run out. Trying to cover the wall or just faking it here is Faker. Just trying to push them away. Gen G still don't want to give this one away as now they're going to try to pile on to Tuve before he can world end, and down he will go as Roach all alone desperately trying to get it, but the smite comes in and he won't be able to do anything. 3 more kills and the Infernal go to SKT.
Sometimes in League of Legends
steps over his boundaries just a tiny little bit. Immediately he gets denied there, and Faker with a stopwatch at this point says, nuh-uh. You can't do anything here, Roach. Even though you are mid lane Galio, you have a bit of damage. You're still not going to kill me. So they get 3 in the Infernal.
Hold up that again. Recently, that was very situational. Yes. The picks around it, the chess pieces around it, facilitated it more than we see here. Here it does feel outdated. I agree with you, Valdez. It really feels like SKT what? Gift wrap.
Israel and Aatrox.
Do you think it would work? With double lifesteal?
You'd need enough follow-up CC after the initial engage to actually make that happen, as Life looking to go down here, does have his flash available, but here comes Khan over the wall. Okay, nice knockup, actually stays alive for quite a while. Khan also taking a bunch of damage here. Does have pretty ridiculous lifesteal and is immediately at full health.
They had to waste his time for a while, but actually that was amazing how fast. They have 4 Drakes, including double Inferno, at their strongest part. Fiora's in the bot lane, and here we go.
A little, face check added to the pile as you kind of have to do something. Lit getting pretty low, but is going to be able to escape on the backside. Can he be sniped? Oh! In transition! Catches him as Ruler is dying to win a game. But, it's kind of hard. As the flash comes forward, Teddy is going to snipe away that Olaf on the backside, and nobody really wants to get close to the Fiora. You mentioned 3 champions. These weren't the 3 I mentioned.
Definitely a fortunate snipe that time was Olaf that time. Bad use of the burrow. We're seeing a re-engage attempt with Galio, but all looks a bit sad. Here's Khan.
It's all a ruse as Khan coming in behind, just 3 swipes him, has the healing too.
3v1 in a turret, so far 1 person's dead.
Well, that's a lot of CC. Is it going to be enough though? Finally it is, as 1,000 gold will go the way of Aatrox. Not going to matter though, as well, SKT do enough damage and they're pushing for the win.
The answer was Alistair, Ezreal, Aatrox in a turret. That was this magic number to take down Fiora. SKT looking for those demolished procs and looking for the game 1 victory.
Looks like they should do it. It's only Olaf. They're even stopping to get an extra kill as Peanut, why not flash a little bit away as well. And they will be able to take this Nexus in the first win here over Gen.
The Riven is a question we will find out. No way for Lissandra Riven to respond to this play.
Good map play. Just playing around where they know the enemies are. And although we are going to have an ultimate straight onto Peanut and immediately backed off on as they will at least force...
Exactly. It's a Riven against armor stacking, which in the early game she wants her items to start getting around 40% CDR and all-ins, and now Magic was just on the top side.
Okay, tons of damage goes the way of Faker. Has to ult himself to get away. He's going in with the Flash Roach, just trying to get down Faker. Will he go down? Yes, he will! First blood to the Requiem apply from the mid lane.
Seems like Faker was caught napping there because the Lissandra...
Yeah, must have taken some time off, do a little bit of coaching with our boy LS and learn a little bit of the intricacies of Karthus and how many buttons exactly you have to press on this champion. But all things aside,
Ruler's life is safer. Remember that a lot of SKT's comp was invested in finding ways to just squash the Varus like a rat, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Particular case won't be swatted down. Big win condition, and will they just get another Bloodless Drake? It'd be number 4.
Yep, that it would. Okay, TP comes in here from Khan, and Mata going in there alone for now, but Ruler taking a ton of damage already. DA is already popped, and Teddy has so much room to do damage. Fly just has the Zonias, and he's not doing damage during that time. Requiem will come out, but it's not gonna matter, as it doesn't do enough damage, and stopwatches are there. SKT wipe the floor with Genji.
And it's almost a perfect ace. Only the engager goes down, and it was like we mentioned, Valdez, in this fight, there's enough lockdown CC to make it happen. They control space, but there's a firing squad circling the members of the Cataclysm. Don't have much to add to that. Definitely feels like a low roll on the 3 Drakes they got, or was it SKT seeing the Drakes and giving them? That is the edge with turret threats, so the Baron is the most important objective, and we're getting a deep teleport from Riven to start this off.
Wow, and look at Mata as well from the right side.
He hasn't been seen on Vision yet, and Mata's here too!
He finds Novaris, and see you later, TA. That's immediately going to go down, and they have Novaris for so long in this fight. The towers fall, the Requiem comes through, but again, it does not matter how much damage that ability does, because the rest of his team is dead.
That was awesome from SKT, just like around the Drake. They surround Genji. The firing squad lets off its final barrage, and SKT win 2-0.
There you have it. Couple of really clean games here from the side of SKT. As Clid, well, that was good timing. As all the Zonias will come out now. Didn't even need them for the team fight as GG comes in for game number 2. Very clean couple of games here from SKT, playing to their team comps and outplaying Gen Z 100%.
And all the SKT fans approach it. Actually, he goes for an oldie, but not necessarily considered a goodie on patch 9.4.
Remember best at taking down turrets.
This first Drake, later than we would have expected, given the priority. Could have been around the time the tower plates will be taken, but it will be Mountain Drake around the strong lane. For the Mountain Drake here, will we see our first contest? Urgot lies in wait.
Yeah, SKT definitely want to get this double stack of Mountain Drakes. They are going to pick up the aggro. It is going to be teleport coming in, answered immediately, but it's an earlier one. For Griffin, who want to get this team fight working. It's a fantastic stopwatch in the backline. Teddy dives into the back of the pit, but has to immediately exit. Somehow cleared. He's going to stay alive, and it's going to be Braum that picks up the first blood. But Griffin are still fighting. Khan has the World Ender, and he's going to be okay. Faker limps away from this fight, but he's on the wrong side of the map, and that's going to be the SKT mid laner.
But you can see that Griffin are getting a bit feisty. The Taunt Flash, there's a big investment given that Toby wasn't actually in position.
Back away. This is Infernal Drake to SKT, guaranteed, and they're not going to lose anything.
And this is what 80 carries. There's no more waiting from Griffin. We don't think they have an insanely massive scaling advantage, and they pull the trigger.
Oh, Paranoia is coming in. Sword gets into a great position with the flash. Gets Faker out of the way. Distortion even further as now the Trouble Bubble lands onto Khan. The re-engage though from SKT is Sword. Very, very low. Stopwatch keeps him alive. Spirit's Refuge from Lahensis. He's buying so much time in the back line. The flash forward Marta doesn't get it as the Purge Shield comes up for Sword. Now Khan with his stopwatch gets himself out of this fight, and there are no kills just yet. This is just ridiculous. Just Lahen's falling.
Toby chasing.
As Toby, looking for it. Faker's going to stay alive. Guardian Shield is going to help even more as the Guardian Angel. He's going to be in there, and now Sword looking for the backline. Where is he going though as Khan? He's over the wall. He's backing, and now Toby might be in trouble. Oh my goodness, Teddy grabs it with the explosive charge, and now Khan cancels his back. Clid gets on in there, Infernal Chains gets the pullback, and the Urgot could be going down. 4 kills looking to be on the line now for SKT.
They're able to pick up 3 kills in a single fight. SKT rout in terms of the kill score. Tristana in the backline as a 1. You would have given the advantage there to taking out the top laner rather than taking out the support, but the stopwatch at the end actually immunes the fear beyond death. And then we think, okay, now surely it's over. But it's never over when it's SKT who respects Griffin's penchant for great mid to late game team fighting. They just focus on the game that's here today, and it's a game they're winning.
Yeah. And it was absolute finesse in this team fight as well. Clear calls for the turnarounds. Just amazing stuff. We're already into a fight. Klid's going to get taken down here by Viper as Griffin are looking to turn this game around. That's a great trouble bubble landing on Amada, but he stands behind Teddy as they're going to try and go back for this one. Khan does find Tarzan on the back end, but the fear is going to tether. Amada goes into his stopwatch, but remember, it's a 4v5. Guardian Angel does go down as now Khan dives into the front line. Faker can't find his way in. Griffin lose some health.
Anything other than a miraculous team fight, it should never happen. SKT have complete run of the map.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to take their second Mountain Drake here. In there, Clid's going to be standing on this ward here for Griffin as he does sidestep. Chovy's not landing the bubbles that he needs to, and speaking of which, Sword's going to take so much damage. Garbo's Stone Plate, is it going to be enough to actually keep him alive? As here's the re-engage. Tarzan dives into the backline, but Teddy is going to be able to kite him out. Sword is out of this fight, he's got no health, and the kickback just for the disengage. The grinder is going to come in, but there's a GA, and now Griffin do regroup. They do get themselves together. As that taunt onto Khan was exceptional, and now Teddy gonna get knocked up. Lahan's destroyed in the backline, and it's actually Teddy that throws the auto attack. Now Chovy taking damage, and the Tristana with 2 kills in this fight should be able to help destroy the Griffin base.
Two teams fighting at such a high level in the team fights, both of them understanding when they can go in and when they have to respect. Teddy able to re-engage. They're going to get 2 inhibitors out of this. I don't know if Griffin can mount a defense, and Braum in the front should make it guaranteed.
Griffin have no idea. Void Seeker not even going to get there, and the Purple Worm is going to belong to SKT, much like we assumed it would.
More than Griffin deserved. Now we're on Elder. Can they pull a rabbit out of a hat?
Yeah, it looks like they're going for this 50-50. Sword's going to come in with the smite. Paranoia does come down. Who's going to get it? It is going to be the Urgot, as now SKT have to fight with this disadvantage, but they still want it. It's still so much damage as Tarzan is torn apart. He still doesn't have his GA back up again, and SKT are going to have the man advantage. Good stun is going to come down. Stand United, not enough as Chovy is eradicated on the back end, and now Lahan's, he's relegated to just trying to buy time for Griffin. Another double kill for Teddy.
It's an emergency Elder Dragon just because they know with no map control, no...
Be respected, but not this time. It's 40 minutes. It's a level 18 Tristana. Only a few auto attacks, and these Nexus turrets are going to be history, and SKT may have made history now against Griffin. The second map that this team has ever taken from the Young Guns, and the Nexus will go down. SK Telecom are victorious.
SK Telecom T1 to the huge roar of LOL Park will win game number. Khan's bringing back the Riven. He's feeling the 9.4, and is it today? Heading towards those picks recently. At least does it worse at level 2, but just as good as Darvin at level 3 onwards. Doesn't know this thwarted.
Yep, Gang Sense is tingling here as it's a good unbreakable. Marta's going to mitigate a lot of this damage, but is it going to be enough? Flashes out of the way as now Teddy's looking to jump onto Viper. First Blood will go down as eventually Lahens gets it with the back end of the Ignite, and thankfully Repel exists. Teddy gets cocooned. Oh my god, cool guys don't look at explosions, and it's Viper that grabs the kill.
How do you get a 2 for 0 in that scenario, even with... Doesn't feel like he can stay for the extra one. I see that the turret plate is
he's going to go.
in.
Now Sword could be in trouble. Great knockup comes in from Clid. Another one to follow there from Khan. Teleport from Faker is a little bit late. The stopwatch timing is in there as Clid is able to get a double kill for Faker, and that scoreline is all tied up.
SKT are a step ahead again. The TP comes in. It's not noticed.
Can have some really weird meta reads. I mean, we remember the funnel Lucian that they tried 2 games in a row in 2018 that just looked like they were playing a different game throughout most of their scrims or something like that. It was very, very strange. Shelly did go over to Griffin here this time.
Back away as well. The answer is yes. So very surprising to see them hold on to that ult. Off the cooldowns, it feels like one with Griffin getting a Drake lead. Griffin haven't gotten that. For an assassination.
Yeah, that cocoon is going to land that this time as Faker's just going to get taken out. The CC bar too long, and now teleport can't be cancelled anymore. Khan has to get the hell out of here. Does get the stun in. The flash has to be used as SKT are the first ones on the rotation. Control ward goes with Spiderlings available for Tarzan as well, and a decent amount of damage to come out as Tarzan is going to do it again. Oh, Faker.
That's what happens when Elise starts it. You die fast. We said it about Riven. Saying the same about Faker. Nothing he can do here. Now, Baron threat from a Kalista and Elise. That Baron speed is huge, although there's a solo kill to reference.
Yeah, solo kill is going to go down.
He has not been spotted, and Drake is live. Seems like the team fight is where SKT feel like they can find their advantage.
You can see Khan just wanting to walk around Vision, but is it actually going to be too late? A very deep teleport comes in from Faker as Griffin have an idea that they're being routed. That's the disdain to come in. The Claw is very, very late as Mata is tanking up most of it. Double stun comes in the back line for the Ribbon, but has he bitten off too much as the Urgot gets the first kill? But Faker, so much damage in the back line, and Khan is able to keep himself alive for so long. Even Faker goes into his stopwatch. Khan gets one. It's onto the Spider as Lissandra does go down. Valor, will it be available? Yes, it will, as Khan's taking them on a merry ride in their own jungle. Do they chase the Riven, or do they try and deny this outer turret going down in the mid lane? As Khan's just taking them all over this map.
Because he's stopping them getting Baron, he wants to delay what he feels like is a pretty inevitable death, and he might escape.
Yeah, he doesn't even hit Lehens. He has to invest his flash. The headbutt's now on cooldown. Stun does come in with the trample, but Viper isn't actually going to get there in time. Khan's just too fast.
And they're actually on the mountain, Drake, at the same time. Now, Chovy is a raid boss. They need to really consider their options here. Sword does not have smite.
And this is what happens when Khan levels up his play. I guess he just changes how SKT are able to play.
Just, and I mean just, outplaying them.
Yeah. Hair of a beat, I think, is how you talk about it. SKT now trying to get vision around this Baron. The face check onto the Elise could be a problem, but Chovy in even more trouble as Khan's teleported in. They're committing to this one. Cataclysm goes down after the flash, but the Sterix is there. Clid tanking up the turret. Gargoyle, Stoneplate is there. Chovy just tanking this one up. Khan eventually gets it. The GA is going to keep him alive for a moment, but how long as Faker makes his way forward? Double kill for the Riven, and Khan once again, an absolute godlike Riven.
Turn on Baron. What can Griffin do? They have no smite. Do they have no chance?
They've got no smite, no teleport in order to get Sword to pick up a smite, nothing like that. The exhaust is what's there, and Griffin, they want to fight for this. Good double knock up there from Lehens, but Faker gets in, stuns everyone up. Yeah, Viper is free hitting from the backline. No Mata, he's going to go down. That is a gigantic grinder from Sword as now Clid limps away. Teddy at full health. But he's what's going on here, but the smite I don't think is going to be enough. There's so many sticks in this Baron, you can see them protruding, and the number on this friend is going to be so high. Don't even need it really, as Tarzan's going to get that smite. As Khan's going to get rid of this last remaining outer turret. Teddy is very scary, almost Infinity Edge online for that fourth item. There's the flash Q, and Faker once again just annihilated.
How can you self-ult? They're so decisive on all those moments, and they're going for more.
Yeah, exactly right. Lehens going to get another pulverizer headbutt, clears a ragdoll, and now he's dead. Viper grabs that one with the Ren. Khan, the last bastion of hope for SKT, but Sword, he's even got a G. This fight, and he's absolutely right. As Viper is going to be able to auto this inhibitor down. Base broken. And Griffin are going to be able to do so.
And they got the fallback Infernal. That's why Viper goes back, clears up control wards, and starts this. We're seeing teleports. We're seeing more action.
Yeah, that's so many teleports. But Faker's now right in the middle of the team. I don't know what this one's for, but it's not looking like a great maneuver. Is going to be able to use his Zhonya's, but SKT can't catch up in time. Into the grinder you go, Faker, and is that some tilt we're seeing here from the mid laner of SKT?
Faker is the player who 5 seconds before the action happens already called. He's already got it, but that's been Griffin feasting on.
Yep, Lehens still tanking this one up. Clid doesn't know that he's quite there yet as the trample is set up.
Hens knows where Khan is. It's important information.
This Baron is going extraordinarily low as Faker's looking for this flank. Should be able to claw his way forward. Gets on top of the Baron. It's the Callista that picks it up, but can SKT actually win the fight? The Cow is down first, but Teddy is stunned on the backline. Chovy diving for him. Mata could be his first one to go down, but he can see the damage. This is just ludicrous in the backline. He's going to go down to the G, and SKT, they just can't get back to the fight. Sword even holds on to his GA in amongst all of it.
That could have been the moment. The Baron still was up, and they're looking for more.
Oh, Tarzan taking so much damage there. The GA is going to get popped as the back is stopped on Sword's side. Griffin still trying to do more. They know that Urgot is dead. But look at this. The inhibitor has just respawned and it should get taken down. And look at the minion wave on the top side.
Tarzan has to face it. This was guerrilla warfare. He'll die instantly.
Oh my goodness. He's able to get himself out of the way. That means the back is going to get stopped. This is actually ludicrous. Okay. The cocoon is going to land and the back is going to get continued here by the Lucian. He gets in there and now Tarzan, perfect timing, going to jump on top of Mata. Teddy, can you actually do it? Can you save this game? And I don't know whether you actually can. Clid is going to get back up again. Viper dancing around, and Griffin have tied up the series.
But man, was it close, Atlas. We see the moment where it ends. The crowd is dumbfounded. But we're getting the entire best of 3, and already you're thinking.
The trigger, he's played this once before. Yep, Sword actually going to go aggressive here. Dives back in, as the ghouls are going to get mad as well, but it's going to have to be Clid that tanks up this turret. He's actually just going to close on in here. It's not going to be the elastic slingshot to open this, as he's going to get connected to the tower. The Dark Procession is in there as Clid. Going to land a couple of autos, but the passive is not enough. The flash eventually gets used from Khan, as now the bloblets should go down to the turret teleport. Has to be invested as Clid does respawn. Khan underneath that turret. So close to going down. The last shot. Not a
successful gank is found for Eve to play topside, and maybe the Zac will get free camps later. They want successful ganks, and we talked about returning to Summoners being down.
Yeah, acceleration gank going to come in. Oh, that's a beautiful weight there on the headbutt. He's in the baby cage, and he's dead. The Jace had no chance. Griffin strike.
And because we're so early, there's no Rift Herald to pay. So the machine might have been a kill there, so that was only with Tabbies. We're seeing a next level. Notice the level lead for Tarzan. He's level 8.
Yep, special delivery on Damata there as well. Unbreakable once again mitigating a lot as Tarzan going to get knocked up. Clid finally comes on in there, but that's a beautiful head bonk as Tarzan is able to limp away, but Khan has to flash to get out of the Dark Procession as another Pulverize comes on in. Clid does have the Cell Division available once again, but Faker doesn't have teleport. Khan doesn't have teleport. And that means that Clid doesn't have his life.
Everyone packs up and comes bot lane, but it suits Griffin there, the 2-level lead.
From taking this last turret plate, but Tarzan's already on the Dragon. And this is dominance in the early game from Griffin.
Yeah, it's a huge gold lead for the first time this series for Griffin, 2,600 gold. Really bursting out of nowhere, and a Drake to back it up. DPSing him out, but Khan wants to poke. Smite is down for Tarzan.
Full vision available here as Clid's just going to walk on up. Khan still around the area. We're going for the Smite fight. It's not quite there yet for Tarzan, but Clid's biding his time. They're just waiting for it. His sword just solo kills Khan. He was limping at that stage, but now Lahens might be out of position. The flash, the pulverize, Viper's in range for the Fate's call. And it's all just a cunning ruse here by Griffin.
But it wasn't a lapping up. They may not be Infernals, but they're going to Griffin.
Yeah, the thing that's really scary here is this is Griffin winning an early game and also expanding this lead much faster than what SKT were able to do in their victory in game number 1. Remember, it was very, very slowly moving towards SKT winning 1,000 gold at a time that they had to work for each time. This feels like it's naturally heading towards an advantage for Griffin, but it might stop now as Swords get him booped around the Maiden, doing a bunch of work, and that's 800 kill gold going over to Khan. Feel like that might have been the medicine he needed.
Mid for now, Jace unawares.
Yeah. Lying in wait here as he's just going to walk straight up to melee range with Tarzan. The flash comes in, but there's the charm. See you later, mate. Last caress is going to get him out of there, but Sword was the one tanking. It was unnecessary. The Maiden's going to get to work there on the turret.
Sword actually had to flash there, but obviously Evelyn damage calculations of pro play is something that's pretty unexplored. We return to the action. Third Drake unanswered. It's a Cloud. By damage wants to be able to hit multiple members with this build, and even Trophy has quite a decent stack of magic resist. Remember that you also shred magic resist.
Oh
Faker,
my god, barrier or not, you are just dead.
Ha! Evelyn burst range, huh?
Right. Okay.
Next back, but it's all about playing to your win conditions, playing to your advantages and your disadvantages, and so far Griffin have been just a little bit better as Tarzan shows up and everyone gets the hell out.
Yeah, it's nice timing, but is it actually going to be enough? Good double knock up there as Marta throws down the ultimate, but the Pulverize is also great. Teddy, he has the shield. Viper's in trouble, and Teddy somehow survives. Now in the backline, Khan's keeping everyone busy as Tarzan has been given up. Lahens just pulverizes the Lucius, but look at the Faker damage. That is just insane. As now Sword, not a lot of options, and Chovy's already out of here. This should be Baron and SKT back in the driver's seat.
That is the turning moment. They get the pick onto the Kalista, who goes too aggressively to pick up the kill. Griffin didn't need to do that. They flexed, and now SKT's on Baron.
Yeah, Chovy's trying to grab whatever he can. I believe this will be out of turret, falling in the mid lane for Griffin, but the Baron will go to SKT. 3,000 gold to lead for Griffin. This power play should be able to get SKT
next to him, and that means that he goes down. Viper is too razor trained. upon backline access. He has no sword, cannot match the pace.
Yeah, Faker is also setting up the Sand Soldiers to make sure that he's safe from an Evelynn flank. Tarzan is lying in wait. He does have an opportunity there, now on cooldown.
Baron buffs have worn out. There's no Baron buff recall. That's why they're pushing to stop SKT from full channel back.
It is actually going to be an even trade, and that is
TP.
in fact, yeah, that's a Baron.
We're seeing a lot of action here.
Yeah, inhibit, but that's going to be the ultimate to come out from Viper. Throws in the face for the kidnap. Is brilliant though. And that's what we were talking about. Chovy, he's going to get taken down, but can Sword win the game here off the back of this? Lahen's in so much trouble. Viper is going to die. No one's back. No one's there. It's a quadra kill for Teddy, but Khan is the one that gets
take a 1v1.
Yeah, can he actually take down Sword? There are minions, but he can't do enough damage. Faker turns up. And now SKT should be able to win the game.
This is what it takes to take down Griffin in the regular season.
Squad would be able to do. Remember, he's got a Lich Bane. That is so much damage.
But his natural counter the control.
Oh no.
This is so tense. If Khan moves too far, they lose it. Where is Tarzan? Is he around the Baron? Is he around the base? It's the base.
Yeah, Control Ward goes in. There's the flash from Khan. He just wants to kill the Evelynn before she can get there, but Sword has teleported forward. Empowered recalls are going to be available, but Griffin, can they actually make it? Oh my god! They turn it on its head, and Griffin have won the best of three we've seen in 2019 LCK.
There's a Peke, and there's that finish where actually the Evelynn is a cunning ruse. They get in there, they end the game, and SKT, for all their hard work, for all that adaptation, they go down to Griffin.
Oh my goodness, and you can see Viper just launches himself towards Tarzan. They know who the mastermind of that play was. We've mentioned how smart this guy is. That was a next level smart. You can see SKT fans.
Ebs Fiora, this is a pick.
And Zoe with Faker coming around here.
They know Jarvan can't be there.
They spot him, and in we go. Smeb in a bunch of trouble, gets flashed upon, does riposte, and flashes at the last moment. But it's not going to matter as Faker does pick up first blood in the top lane.
And that is a squeaky proactive gank against Cleanse Zoe in the mid lane, rather than playing top or bot, which are the matchups that are favored for KT. However, Faker's on a ward.
Okay, I mean, he's on a ward. He's going to flash away. In comes the Draven ultimate, trying to get that damage down, and they will. 4 members able to group up here, and even Gengo from downtown trying to get a little piece of the action. Well, they give it a try, but the Aatrox makes it work, as now Aatrox is in the bottom lane without a ward, but he's going to do a bunch of damage to Snowflower. Will go down in the end. No ward, no ult. That's what I meant, and 3-on-1 this time gets the kill. Able to deny all vision, and how SKT are trying to get that vision back. Mata gets slowed here, going for the big taunt. Is only going to really get wrong here. They're going to burst him down, but can KT do the damage back? They get the Rek'Sai, they get the Aatrox, and make it one more. The 3-for-1 deal here at the supermarket goes the way of KT. Gengo takes a bunch of damage, but that should be the kills, and maybe the Dragon going KT's way.
There just wasn't teeth yet in front of or behind the huge dive. So while the Wombo CC looked good, the damage dealers at KT were in position, and Faker had to contend with just not being able to thread any damage in. There was a cash in there, importantly for Gengo. I didn't see the amount, but no doubt a pretty decent one with how much farming he's had so far, and that's why suddenly the gold lead is
CP. CP does go in here. Khan already in position. Scuttlecrab taken out here. Will score, go for the steal is the question. The answer is no.
TP is being invested.
TP comes in, and now they know that Smeb is right behind them. In goes Snowflower. Gonna get a really nice taunt, though, there from Mata. And Smeb, though, stays alive just barely for a little bit, but does go down. Mata, nice stopwatch in the backside. Khan trying to go 2v1. Gonna turn into a 4v1 as he's in a bit of trouble. Score trying to go in and get that slow. He does for now, and it looks like Aatrox is going to go bye-bye. But at least the Mountain Drake goes the way of SKT, but KT pick up 3 kills.
That was some rough moments. Certainly, Mountain Drake has no threat on a Draven with Bloodthirst.
He's just going to solo it down here. No real vision for the side of SKT as down it goes.
It hasn't been so relevant because it's been those Galio, Braum, big frontline, I can't get any damage off moments.
Here we go again. I feel like I've seen this before. This time he's got a stopwatch. Faker is going to cleanse away from that one, but it's not going to be enough. As there you go. Gengo from downtown picks picks up the kill, and now it's going the way of KT. Fiora gonna pick up the next one, and Clid all alone in here, not able to do enough damage. Double kill to the Fiora, and that should be Baron.
They were baited by his accuracy, Valdez. It happens when you hit the skill shot you never thought you would, the hook that you couldn't accept onto the Amumu. They're on to Baron, and now SKT, they just have to push in a minion wave and hope, because their Baron chances are 0.
Absolutely zero. Today feels like a magical day for some reason. Gen.T 2-0ing him, and Mono, what are you doing, my friend? You're just gonna get dunked here.
Meanwhile,
by the guy on KT. He's not even on Team T1, as down goes Khan. From his World Ender has to back away, and everything is falling apart here for SKT.
Oh, they're so far behind. Smeb just kind of dies. Whoops. They're going to get the mid lane turret from this. Smeb needed to be a little bit more aware of what was happening, but they're pushing 3 lanes. They're still getting plenty of these inhibitor turrets.
Baron pretty good when you're this far ahead as well, and well, 2 inhibitors going to be nice here. Can Faker and the rest of them find something on the backside? Teddy surely going to be looking for that moment. There he finds it, but he can't get the kill on a score.
And Gango is still frontlining, has to cleanse. Is not up, so at least the Zoe can poke a bit more reliably and wave clear more reliably, but you see KT roll up with this Draven, and you walk away.
As well, BDD gonna have to ult himself there, looking, oh, nice double knock up here from Khan. He's going in, he wants this, in goes Teddy, he finds one, but a huge knock up from Score is immediately gonna shut that down, and Gengo in the back line, gonna be very safe. Not much that SKT can do. Faker here, though, is still alive. Khan using everything in his toolkit, the world.
Red buff. Watching here, the positioning, getting the zoom out. BDD not spotted yet.
Oh, Faker could be in a lot of trouble here. You got the Lysandra right behind you, and down you go. Can't be roaming through the jungle. Smeb trying to go 1v3 again. Might be taken out here. Does have Snowflower. In goes Teddy trying to do that damage, but Gango is the ruler of that gang down on the bottom side. Now trying to go 1v3 himself. If there was anyone to do it, it would be him, but looks like SKT just going to back away, and now with KT in position, should take out another inhibitor.
KT have no incentive to actually fight SKT. They've got first access to first the inhibitor, and now the Nexus turrets.
Smith dashes into this one with the home guard, and, well, SKT don't have much left. It's League of Stopwatch here as everybody's getting chunked away. Rek'Sai is going to go invulnerable for just a moment, but KT, adding to the magical day, will get another knock-up and another kill into the Nexus, exploding 1-0 for KT.
Opposite day in the...
Available.
Up a bit. The only successful gank was his gank topside before he even bought boots. Gango's walking up. Clid really feeling this one.
Oh, he only catches the Nautilus, but do they have the damage anyway?
Oh!
The hook away, but it doesn't matter. First blood goes over to Mono with the Ignite, able to take down the Nautilus in the support fight.
Clear call is successful. They find the kill. No heal on Gango might have been enough. That last auto followed in a targeted sense. Nautilus not the tankiest in a lane trade. Nice punishment from SKT.
Oh, he catches him! The max range
Holy
kill
moly!
Styles on Faker.
He knew he didn't have Shroud. It was present. He was far enough. Faker had other options. Remember, it was a first-round Gragas Yasuo. Speaking of Gragas Yasuo.
Right,
everyone's
next to
coming.
Each other. Okay, we're going to be dunking on the score here, but Faker, he gets knocked up, and the damage there from the Gragas is going to be enough. They trade it back, though, with some nice play from the Galio, it looks like.
Lead is obviously implied bigger in terms of gold lead over the opponent. Vlad is doing way better than expected in this lane, and Clid is still trying to find ways to relieve pressure on Khan.
Ultimate comes down. Khan's going in for that one. Clid comes out pretty late, but there's the flash knock-up. Smeb trying to trade it back, but perfectly played from Clid and Khan to pick up the kill.
Patience on both sides, but the camp...
It's going for that standard build, just building up the CDR. And now they're going to find Faker. Oh, man, such a nice scan. Can they finish him off, though, is the question, as everybody's coming from the top side. Faker's still alive. Finally, he goes down. But they're going to trade her 1-for-1. Teddy makes his way back. And now it looks like Snowflower. He's a tanky boy, though. He's going to be fine. BDD really trying to extend his lead here in this map up against Faker, as SKT once again thinking about this one, but Score is just so deadly on the Gragas. They want to burst down Khan, but he does get that empowered Q and stay alive. Looks like as the junglers do go down, though, it will only be a 1-for-1 again, but another kill.
Not so good, and playing to items is something that even the pro players don't always do. Getting the zoom out. Drake
Where
has been
is Clid?
an afterthought. The sweeper doesn't catch him, Valdez.
Looking for Score here. They want to go for the dunk. He has a lot of AP, but not that much tankiness. He's going to go down to the Ignite. Gengo in a bit of trouble, has to flash away. Nice setup later. Clid in the jungle being his own ninja picks up the kill.
He was way behind enemy lines, but the value he got watching Gragas walk past with the sweeper meant they were always going to get the first kill. Last hit of Ignite kills, and Clid's still going.
Nice smite as well. Clid really wants this one. The knockup from the Galio. It's going to be enough as they greed for the red buff and pay the iron price.
Legit no counterplay to that one. God of team fights, the game goes on. So with top lane, Western perspective, and
he's dead as well. Just add that insult to injury as Hexdrinker not going to help you this time. So he just gets dunked in there trying to take a blue buff. Good for that basic amount of armor to survive the first burst from the Yasuo.
Speaking of first burst.
Well, they're looking for this one. The knockup does come in. Not going to use that last breath, though. As the TPs are using, Khan's going in. They want to fight this, and again, Smeb is going to be dunked, and he does not follow his team, and KT can't burst down the Galio.
KT is so great, they don't use the last.
But Smeb, surprisingly tanky, not going to go down.
His entire Maw as topside.
Galio's coming in, they get that knockup here, good blast, they get the knockup with the tornado, and Faker gets ignited, but they can't take him out just yet. He's gonna get away. Will Mata go down in the sacrifice here? Looks like the answer will be yes, a Score. He wants the cask, he doesn't have the cask, as Faker will get away. And that will just be the
KT trying to fight around what they have, but it gets more and more narrow. The reliability of SKT's comp should be wielded in advantage in the Griffin series, not respecting Cocoon, so I think he's being a lot more reliable here. This is going to be one-sided.
Play comes in, and Smeb is just desperately trying to trade damage as the Hexdrinker saves him for now. The flash comes in. Will Khan flash for the kill is the question. The rest of everybody else is coming in. They're going to alley-oop it over to Teddy, who does pick up his first kill.
May have been blind, but it was obvious. Nicely done on the accuracy from Teddy. In a 5v5 either, so SKT run at Baron. It's 5v4 and no TP on the Jace.
Yeah. Khan doesn't have Hemoplague, but he has a lot of CDR. Gonna look to come from behind as well. Anyway, flashes over to take out Snowflower. See you later. As nice wind wall coming in there, BDD trying to extend some of his damage, but he doesn't have the flash. He's gonna get dunked down as well. That's the Jarvan Galio combination as SKT finally breaks back. And Mata is the bodyguard alongside that Vlad. Can Score get the steal is really the question.
Gragas bowling, but he's on the wrong side, Valdez.
Yeah, Khan coming over. They're still damaging this Baron. Hemoplate comes in. Gengo going to be zoned out here. Lots of low members of SKT, though, in the pit. Going to be up the Score to get on in
Watch
there.
For
nice
this.
taunt. And it doesn't look like there's enough damage. Really nice job by SKT, but Snowflower now trying to come in and do a bit of damage. Will take out Mana. Down goes the Baron. Over to the side of SKT. Faker comes in, gonna dunk one. And the rest of KT that are desperately trying to get on in there are not going to be able to. BDD trying to make a case for this one, but down to
get him.
Yeah.
If that went wrong, it went really wrong. The smite would have been over the wall.
Oh, nice flash knock up here. Clid is so good at making that happen as a bunch of ults even used to make that happen. Faker going to make sure he's dead. And he's going to make sure a bunch of these inhibitors are dead with the rest of his team. Feels like lights out now with that fed Vlad and Yasuo himself not able to do much for KT.
Even to Yasuo that late. There's definitely a lockout right at the end, so he was probably like we're talking like less than point.
You're going to go for that J-span or pick. Maybe change up one of those Lee Sin, LeBlanc, or Braum bands that you went for as here comes the fight, trying to dunk on into Score as insane damage. Faker nearly goes down though, but it doesn't matter as Gragas is going to get dunked here. And BDD with that GA is no longer going to have a life.
Unfortunately, Gengo doesn't do any damage, Smeb doesn't do any damage, everyone can turn on Yasuo, and if he dies, so do KT.
And he died twice with that GA. Snowflower trying to make things interesting, but of course can't do much. Smeb looking for catharsis here, trying to kill the Vlad, but he's got too much CDR. He's a pretty good champion, gonna boost that win rate just a little bit more, maybe up in a 70% territory now, as they really want the kill. Not gonna get it, but they will get the next.
It's so dirty that he had EW again, but of course he did, Valdez. He's late game Bladder 4. We know this matchup is Fiora. That only lasts until there's a couple of items on Fiora, and then she takes your respect and still kind of sticks it to you under the turret. So there really is some timing windows there. I really like KT's comp, is if they get Baron, and that just should be so impossible with how much pressure Fiora will be laying on. Mid lane.
Trying to get on in here. The mana doesn't seem to be quite there, but do they have the damage as finally they get the kill? But Score trying to get in Bavada from the bottom lane. Picks it up. Alley-oop to the team as the first roam comes in from the SKT support. We are going to be looking at this Infernal Drake. It was a good trade, obviously, to the side of SKT, who are now 2,000 gold ahead, but we found a member of SKT in the jungle. This time it's Mata, so great play into Mistake as he gets caught. Could mean another Drake goes the way of Beware.
But suddenly, it's 40,000 gold in the game, 12 minutes. How about getting some efficiency on those gold purchases? Are always highly discussed publicly, and it just doesn't pass the eye test.
Okay, Ingo's Faker 1v4 doesn't really have much backup here, as now he's trying to go in, and finally Clint goes in, but he's kind of all alone in a very disjointed fight. As Smeb is going to roll and okay, gonna get the big Hemo play, again Mata going in, but do they have the follow-up damage? Baker gonna go down. Khan on the chase is gonna assassinate Gengo, and Score all of a sudden gets burst down by Teddy. SKT gonna win this one 2-1, as finally they find a way into the fight.
That was a very big engage. It's still going.
Oh, BDD. Oh, he's gonna be chunked out, and nice dodge, but only for a moment as SKT pick up another.
And that's one of those weird scenarios where you couldn't have a more picture-perfect. Don't get that information. All we know is that Score is a man trying to make something happen.
He's on a mission here. As if they could catch Fiora. He knows something's amiss, but he's still gonna get caught out here. Good riposte. He's staying alive for so long, does a bunch of damage, but eventually does go down. Mamata and Clint are here to try to follow up. In goes the Aatrox, and Gengo, though, looking to turn one back. They don't seem to have the damage, though, as Gengo is getting extremely low. In goes Mata as well. And SKT going to be able to win this one big time as 3 more kills, able to roll it back. And they should also get the Inferno.
So much more forgiving for the 5v5. Everyone can dive. No AD carry has to choose his moment. Making a dive, going back in just to make sure that BDD leaves. Infernal is taken.
Triple slow into the knock-up. See you later, BDD. You stuck around for too long. Not sure why you wanted to 1v4 on the Infernal, but he gives his life again.
It's just such a tricky to exit. The eyes fully dilated. That's a lot of damage route, and Rakan has proven that he can get into a fight. Now, you could also chase on Khan. Maybe this is the start of the Baron.
Yeah, Khan just taking a bunch of damage. He's going to flash over the wall, but nice response here. They're going way too deep.
Wait, what's happening here?
What is going on? Flint is going way too far, but guys, Vladimir is still a champion. Can he take them out? Baker able to burst them down as well, but Gengo chipping them away one by one. The question is, does it matter? The answer is Vlad is a champion, as Gengo is not going to be able to do much on the backside.
You're very forgiving on this draft, SKT. You got a lot of options, but the trouble bubble hits there, and it seems like the Kai'Sa would have got it as well. SKT don't get routed because Vladimir is still so strong, and yet, you make that mistake too.
Third item has that 1,000 gold bounty, the only person in the game with the bounty as well, as the Mountain Drake is gold even.
The easiest way to win this game is to pick Score when he tries to check the Baron with his flag. Because his flag will be down, he can get a kill. Speaking of picks, though, let's try running at Khan and see how it goes.
We're going to ult Score, who misses his flag and drag, and, well, Khan going to get his ultimate. So, can anybody stop him now? Nocturne ultimate going to come in as well. Just to say back away from the Khan, and, well, they get the kill. They kill.
Edge of Night is absolutely One way to contest all of BD's time and trust that Gengo won't be able to not work is Faker.
Speaking of contesting, well, he gets the ult off as BDD is going to ult himself. Not sure why. Going to be put into the sleep chamber as there's a shield coming in. Survives for a lot longer than I was expecting, but Faker caught out again up on the top tier, buddy. Might have Gengo with him. Worldender comes in. Khan says, hello, AD carry. Let me try to take you out. Meanwhile, the Baron's going to die, who is basically non-existent at this point as SKT pushing in for the victory. Teddy wants to make it interesting. Just going to essentially zone them out.
Come the wallets. Good job, KT Rolster. SKT versus KT for the last time. Seems like SKT about to ink their name as the winners of this Telecom War.
Well, they had to engage. They tried to get onto the Lissandra, but it didn't quite work out. Mana gonna try to help him out on the backside. Khan finally joining in this fight, but Teddy going 1v5 for so long is eventually gonna go down as SKT probably could have ended it there.
Hard for BD to do anything, and that means that SKT just get to push all 3 lanes again, and then this time press their buttons in the right order.
They're down on the power play, but we'll see if KT can do anything as Teddy with a huge Evo play does the damage. Will not go down in this one, will KT, as Gengo trying to do his very best with the GA, trying to take him out here. Faker gonna go pretty low, but it doesn't look like it's gonna matter. The Vlad will go down, but nobody else will, as down goes the Nexus. SKT finally able to take the 2-1.
And that does mean they close the distance on Griffin in first spot and also cement their stage on trying to find overall second place. They are in a close-knit battle.
Going to the double AP to make sure that this Jinx is going to be shredding in the late game, demanding a lot of that magic resist out of the rest of the players from SKT. I really like what Hanwha have put together here so far.
I think that the Aurelia can actually just be thrown into mid lane right now, given that Hanwha just selected.
All right, Akali in recent times, so excited to see what SKT are going to make it. They do recently. They've been able to draw out.
Khan made a really big blunder.
That's about a billion turret shots that he managed to pick up there as the Realm Orb's going to come in from Tal. Tan trying to get out, but the flash is going to be there. Tal closes the gap. And that's going to be first blood. Solo kill for Tal. Replay was Teddy getting hooked and taken down. He was dead before he could even react.
Yeah.
He did use his flash and his cleanse, but wasn't enough. Playback is pretty ridiculous when it comes to camp advantage, and look at that. All of the turret plates taken already, and I've seen this play before. The ultimate's going to get traded now as Key does go into stasis, but he's going to continue tanking this turret. That's a great stun to come down. Last turret shot, and Teddy grabs that kill. Bane's getting kills, guys. We know exactly what this means. We saw Ruler do ridiculous things. Now Marta has to make it a 50-50 as Undertow doesn't hit the target. Teleport to come in as Ryze is looking to pick up a buy and make his way back. They do manage to take him out immediately though, and remember, okay, Shelly's going to lose her patience. She heads back into the pit, but it's a 5 group of SKT members. And Hanwha Life, they lose one already.
Yeah, this is really looking reminiscent of some of the Telecom are definitely more in this game than they were just a couple of moments ago. All canceled. Yeah.
Twin Disciplines is going to come down here as Clid gets the kick flash, lands the Q. That's the clean Lee Sin play that we're expecting from this guy. And that is yet another kill. Just the tip of the Q is going to go wide. Oh, the Infernal Drake has been started. Marta is extraordinarily low. Does have the Glacial Fissure available, but it looks like a bit of a leash here for Hanwha Life. Khan waiting on the flank. Wants to get in there. It is going to be a 50-50 most likely as Clid gets on over. Bono still at about half health. As Zoomega Death Rocket gets rid of Teddy. And Clid has to get out. Not going to be able to contest this dragon anymore. And that is second Infernal over to Hanwha Life. And another kill over to Jinx.
And now they're going to make their way immediately into mid lane. SKT.
But otherwise he's going to be A-OK. Faker wanting to get into position here is... All right, Khan, that is aggressive.
Man.
Goes into his stopwatch, but the Chompers are going to be there, and Lava does pick up that kill in the end. Super Mega Death Rocket softens up these members of SKT in the front line.
Oh, Teddy.
Oh, no, this is a disaster. He's
What they're going to need to do is they're going to need to do their best Griffin cosplay and try to out-muscle Hanwha Life inside of an extended team fight. And if they can do that, they can definitely get back into the game. All it would take is one team fight victory for this game to suddenly become even again.
Look more of it with a 5,000 gold deficit. SKT with all 5 members are here, and Marta's going to go for this one. The Dark Passage is available, and Sangyun does take it. In order to get out, Bono is going to be taken, but Marta is going to be traded for it. Zoe picks up that kill. That's a big flash already utilized as Faker trying to get out there, but look at these rockets. Pow is going nuts into the backline. The slow lands from the zap and lost for about forever, as Sangyun's the one that picks up the kill in the end. No Vayne, no worries. The bottom lane is destroyed, and without a smite, Hanwha going to go for the Baron.
Hanwha now pathing over to the left-hand side. Lava.
Aggressive as Khan dives forward and just cops the paddle star to the face. The extra safety of Keys Peel. Keys Peel. Get it?
Key and Peel?
Yeah, that was part of my joke. Yeah, it's just really beautiful to watch here from Hanwha Life. And this is the kind of team fight that they like, as Clid tries to go for the Hail Mary, but he doesn't really have much of a health bar. And he's just going to die before he can really do anything. I do respect it. I respect the idea. But it's not going to win you the game here on SKT's side. They're just too far behind. They're going to take down one inhibitor. Hanwha Life now just looking to try and end this game. 4 versus 5. Redemption's going to come in, and look at this. The Jinx just does so much damn damage to these Nexus turrets. Marta once again throws out the ultimate, but finds no joy onto anyone. Tal in the front line. He's going to go into the Zhonya's. Final hour has been popped, but Teddy just dies. It's the Thresh that even picks up that kill. Is now Faker. He's in the Shroud, and he might just die before anything happens. He does. Lava picks up that kill, and Khan goes back to the fountain. He's looking for the next game. Klid's going to respawn, but he respawns just to watch his Nexus die. Sangyun's trying to get these auto attacks onto the members on their fountain as Khan does go down. That's going to be that. Hanwha Life onto the fountain here just to grab extra kills here for Sangyun, and the Nexus will fall in the end. Hanwha draw first blood today against SK Telecom T1. They'll need to go back to the drawing board when it comes to the draft for this one.
Yeah, and SK Telecom probably were not coming into today's match expecting to lose. Game number 1, I don't think anyone would have expected this kind of result. Obviously, Sangyun.
Look it in. This is looking pretty dangerous. See whether Sangyun is going to buy around the map to try and save people, but he might actually just be taken down here. The exhausts are going to be traded, but that is a very dead Braum. Oh, gets the flash. Stand behind me's there, but Justice punches exactly that. Hanwha are looking for this one, though, as Teddy comes out. Lava dashes on
the Galio.
And they're also happy to do this because we know that Mountain Drake ain't a great Drake if you're behind. So you may as well pick up Shelly, open up this map even more, and make sure that Hanwha don't have any time.
Here in the top lane is Khan. You like that?
Carl? Yeah.
You like that, Carl?
Good old Carl.
You know that means knife in Korean?
Is it?
Cal, yeah.
I didn't know that. Hemoplate goes down as Tal's tanking out the minions, just gets kicked in the head. Doesn't even have time to queue. Good knock up there from Bono, but he's outside of the turret range, and that is 2 free kills for SKT. A misplay on Hanwha's side. Good flash from Sangyun, bottom side of the map, but that's not Rise as well. This is why we say the Rise is the blocker pick to the Vladimir. Teleport here as Khan's just looking to keep them busy. Arrow's going to go wide, but it's a good flash to get out of the way. 4-man taunt here from Faker on the Galio. We know how well he can team fight as the LeBlanc is already dead. It's Clid that just gets rid of her. A defensive hero's entrance is now. The Sanguine pulls in the backline, but the exhaust is fantastic, and the Vladimir does nothing. Double kill going over to the Rise, and SKT continue to have control in this game.
And it looks like they... Exactly. Yep. But this is a nightmare situation for Vladimir and LeBlanc.
Yeah, but it feels pretty good for SKT as now Faker wants to find that taunt, gets it onto Bono. That's an easy one. After Key goes down as an afterthought. Arrow lands beautifully as Teddy gets the flash, but doesn't actually get the next auto. Onto Bono. Tal dives into the backline. The Sanguine pulls good. Hemoplate gives him some health back, and then he's dead. The Vandal Vladimir sinks into the ground and gives away the Baron to SKT.
That was one of the worst feelings I think that I've ever witnessed for a Vladimir, as Lava tries to come in here, do some damage, but it's...
Oh my goodness, Ash actually got the Baron, so Tal's not the kind of Vladimir that we're used to seeing here in the LCK, and we're going to witness it one more time as another fight is broken out. Faker makes his way forward. Teddy takes down Bono very easily. Khan, he's gone completely nuts in the backline, and that is going to be the triple kill for the Ash, and SKT should win the game.
Yeah. All right. I mean, it's looking pretty close right now, Atlas. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I know. 12-0,
yeah.
5-0 in turrets. over
it's a
10,000
perfect,
gold lead.
almost a perfect game.
Yeah,
that
no,
one Mountain Drake, that pesky Mountain Drake,
Sadly.
getting away from them.
Arrow. Narrowly avoided by Lava by staying still.
I actually think that they could have potentially ended the game with how far ahead they are.
Yeah.
But instead, choosing to
Necessarily one that means that someone's just going to be asleep on the desk.
well, then I guess I don't know what else.
Yeah, I know. I don't know
I don't
either.
think there's anything else that you can actually really do then.
That was the comeback mechanic. The, hopefully they get into
I can't even say like maybe a mouse has an error. That'd be a pause too.
That would be a pause.
What if all 5 SK Telecom players' PCs and their microphones stop working so the ref can't be alerted? And then they look back to motion the ref?
Well, it better happen right now because the Nexus is dying and SKT are about to win game number 2. They just pile drive Harmer Life at the very end here. It's all too easy. They hop into the Realm Warp. What the heck was that? They bring the minions so they don't even get killed by the Nexus laser. All right, well, Kenny is going to be the... Key's going to move over. Mata not on vision. Gets himself down there as there's the knock-up. But Bono is in so much trouble. Doesn't have flash. He's going to go down. First blood over to SKT, and that was just straight up a misplay.
Cannon wave and miss virtually nothing.
Well, Faker pops himself into this brush. Hook is going to connect onto the dragon. You can't bring that over the wall.
Around teleport coming in though. This is the weirdest thing I've seen.
Yeah, we've got double teleports actually from on both sides as Marta is going to be the first one in here. Chains of Corruption do land. Sungin gets himself out of the fight, but that is not exactly the culling that they wanted to see. Lava does find the ultimate, gets the flowback, tries to dive forward. They've traded 1-for-1 so far, but Marta is able to limp out of there. And it is going to be both the Gragas and the Yasuo going down. Fight in favor. Voyage once more. Lava going to get immediately exhausted. And this is just Marta's ability to track down stragglers on the map and punish them.
That's a really nice pickup for them right now.
Looking for the flank. Lava once again possibly in the wrong position. That is a great weight on the explosive cast, but Marta's able to flash himself to get out. The slicing Maelstrom is doing exactly that, and SKT's team fight just looks too good. 4 already dead. Songin running for the hills, and SKT, they wish it was 1 minute in the future where they could pick themselves up a Baron. Instead, they're diving under inhibitor turrets to try and get this outer turret in the mid lane. That is going to be just some free money going back in as, okay, Bono doesn't find the last breath activation as Faker takes the culling to the face, but Teddy just does way too much DPS, and Bono just whiffs it completely.
Well, I was threatening a flank right now, and so Hanwha Life, they're going to nope out of that one.
Yeah, that's a dead Baron.
That was like, you know in The Exorcist?
Yeah.
In Scary Movie 2? Guy walks...
Projects.
I just thought of
SKT over the line when it comes to that 10,000 gold lead.
just thought of a skin idea.
All right. Do we want to talk about it
Thomas,
after the ensuing fight?
This isn't much of a fight, but you take it over.
All right. That's going to be Khan. Slicing Maelstrom does get himself one of the kills, does most of the health bar of Bono and Lava, and that is going to secure the base broken. Are they just going to push forward and try and win this game? I think the answer is going to be yes. Not a lot of flashes remaining here as Teddy's got so much DPS. 4 members still alive here from Harm, they have some more buttons. And the explosive cask has just come back off cooldown, but I think the damage has been done, to be perfectly honest here. They take down 2 of these inhibitors. Lava is going to tank up the Sonic Wave. Khan just looking for it once again. He wants to rip apart the rest of this Hanwha squad. Nexus turret's now under fire. Lava doesn't find any of the knock-ups there. That is going to be the knockback, but no last breath is going to be employed because Lava just didn't have the health bar for it. He gets back onto the fountain. 1 second until Tal is back up. SKT might need to pay respect to the Vladimir that does have the death cap as Lava just taking way too much damage. Windwall does come up to save his life. Devour comes in there. Okay, that's a lot of damage as Faker is going to get taken down. Lava is going to survive, but Tal just can't do it. Nexus turret's now going to fall. The piercing arrow is going to come in. Key, not a lot of options here as the Blitzcrank does land the hook onto Mata. He gets hit by the last breath, but the Nexus is going to get taken down, and SKT find the reverse sweep, and Hanwha put it to the ground in Game 3.
I think that it had to be a 4-1 type option. Aurelia is going to be the choice.
We'll have to come in and interrupt this. Remember, Galio should have first roam, but Mata and Teddy come up above.
Yeah, good blade call there as well, as Joker doesn't have a lot of health bar, as Clid has to flash to get on out. You can see Faker and Dove, they're also fighting. It's 3 fronts as far as this battle is concerned, but Ghost is going down very, very low. The flag about this, as Control Ward is going to be taken down. SKT understand that they do have a ward there.
Hold the point.
Yeah, Clid comes in. There's all the flashes. Joker going down very low, but the hero's entrance will be available. Faker finds himself on the wrong side, but still has the ultimate available. Joker gets out of the way, though, and Ghost mops up that kill. Can't teleport it in, but is it into his doom? Gets a lot of the health back with the Hemo Plague on fleek now. Just needs one more round of spells for Khan, but he gets slowed down and mopped up. Dove grabs that one. It's 4-0 in favor of Sandbox.
4 kills go the way of Sandbox. The Rift held off spawn.
Yep. Some of the cleanest team fighting from Sandbox that we've seen for a very long time, though. It's very impressive as here on the bottom side Ghost playing very well. Good double knock-up from Mata, but he gets stunned. Taken down very quickly. Ghost grabs that kill. Joker's out of mana, but he used it all just to get that kill, and in comes On Fleek. Vision not available. The control ward's there, but Vision actually doesn't matter. The culling flies forward. Teddy on the wrong side of this one wants to get Ghost. Is able to do it. They trade 1-for-1 in the end, but they'll lose the turret as well. Still probably not worth it there for SK. 17
minutes. Mata, unfortunately, trades in too confidently and just dies straight up, and then all Teddy can do is say, I'm taking someone with me. Gets a bounty, but...
of about 5,000 gold, but it's starting to mean less and less.
Good defensive macro from SKT, and Sandbox unable to find a match winner. They didn't get the high roll Drake, so it makes life easy, but they're looking to pick up Faker.
Yeah, Faker's actually going to turn this one around. He self-ults. They've got the grand entrance to come in, the heroic entrance there as well, and that one's going to spell defeat to Mata. Faker is actually able to get out of there as Teddy doing a lot of damage, but in the backline, Summit, he's found Clits. Teddy has to go up into the Featherstorm, and that's some low health bars on Sandbox, but still 4 of them are alive. Is it now going to be 3? Is Clid picks up one. Teddy follows through for the second, and now Khan versus Summit is once again going to be the matchup, but that's the wrong place to go, Ghost. And SKT have won the team fight.
SKT have the patience to choose their targets.
Following it around, and I actually feel like Clid was the main target in that one. He kicked away Summit, so he couldn't start the engagement. The hero's entrance wasn't followed up on by the Aurelia, and we spoke about the Sandbox comp. It's a lot of CC, but Aurelia and Lucian need to be doing damage. What week is it again?
Well, I think this is the right call, because otherwise SKT are going to get their items Atlas. They run at the Baron, and so far SKT are taking their time.
Yeah, actually the next one's going to come in there as Clid waits
He's
for it. Is in there, steals the Baron. It's all too easy for SKT's jungler. The grand entrance there as well. Summit is going to go down low. He's into the Guardian Angel now. His Sandbox, the health bars are low. Teddy is at full health and gets a gigantic blade call and see you later, Sandbox.
Starting with a AoE taunt and then just DPSing someone down. During that particular duration, there aren't too many options here. Drake goes to
Sandbox exactly where they want them. Faker with a flanking position. He's on Vision. I don't know what Sandbox can actually do about this one. Another ultimate's going to go hilariously wide.
Stop it, Joker.
It's not good. His R button. He's a little bit too frisky on it. Summit throws down the Vanguard's edge. That's immediately Mata taken down, but look at the blade caller. Into the backline goes Teddy, and the Aurelia has fallen. Heroic entrance comes down, and look at the AoE like we were talking about. Khan is on a free-for-all. It's Clid that grabs the kill on the Galio. Now Sandbox have to get the hell out.
SKT aren't able to...
Exactly. I think they're a little bit bust at this point, Papa. I think you made the right analogy there with the card game. Unfortunately, he can just go over, and Faker's going to teleport in. It's a double. Both of those AP carries we were talking about are going to get delivered into the backline. Faker doesn't take the claw, though, as on fleek. He's fighting Teddy. That's a battle the AD carry can win at this point. And Summit, I'm sorry, mate. Your time is up. You're going to go down. It's the Vladimir that deals with him. We'll finally have that. Clid actually picks it up in the end. And Teddy just looking to bully away the rest of Sandbox. The Baron will be free, and the base will be broken.
You're at the point where Khan is a one-man wrecking crew. He goes in, and other people leave. There ain't nobody standing up to a Vladimir. Level 18, fully decked out. They'll take the Baron. They needed a second one to actually almost CC. Crowd is almost at risk of throwing away their signs. They're so excited.
And SKT are also excited. Yeah, the bottom lane of Sandbox. Where are you going to go? Joker, can you land an ultimate? I promised Papa Smithy that you were going to do it. You can't even throw it down. The button not even pressed, and SKT, they're too far ahead. That's a double kill for Teddy. Summit gonna go down as well. Can you get another one? No, it's gonna be Clid that grabs his piece of the pie. And now it's only on Fleek trying to run away as full tank Jarvan. And you're not gonna be able to affect the outcome of this game. SKT, they just bided their time and they will win game number 1. Sandbox, they need a lot of credit given to them for their early game, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to get through the juggernaut that is SKT in a scaling situation.
And definitely, Atlas, I'm with you on that. I feel like both teams have passages of play where they have a lot to. And so the crowd gets the more hype choice. But it does. Again, we usually love seeing SKT on these champions and just lineups that punish scaling. You see Jinx and like, oh, scaling, but honestly, I feel like there's a lot of catch on both sides. His Clid's already out.
Yeah, Dove is already dead as well. That's first blood going down very quickly in the mid lane. Beautiful Rek'Sai play.
They're against a team that can brawl now, but if you brawl
slumping on the side of Kingzone, this is just so good to see because we knew that he always had this kind of potential, and Clid, he wastes no time. There's the riposte. Summit is going to get slowed down by the Chilling Smite, and it's just too much damage. The Rek'Sai is doing so much work this early game.
Doesn't matter which domination tree Keystone you go into, Rek'Sai will do the damage. Fiora ain't got none, but no problem. Level 5 Fiora was probably the reason Ryze was so far up. That's the path thing a Rek'Sai is possible on, and nice see Clid popping off on a champion not named Lee Sin.
Yep. And it's fantastic to see Khan now with an advantage. Faker with an advantage, and the Rek'Sai able to carry this lead to other lanes so effectively. Ocean Drake, the first one yet again, feels real bad.
Oh, an Infernal. As you called out earlier, how Faker flashing instead of Clid was big. Let's talk about bot lane as on Fleek. He's going to try and work out his ankles.
Yep, Marta's going to have to use the cleanse, uses the Grey Health there as well. It's the kick for the mini stun into the wall. Super Mega Death Rocket comes down, but it's only a 1-for-1 trade. It's even more turret plates, but this is exactly what you were talking about. Grand Challenge is going to be...
They waited out 4 Ocean Drakes in a cloud. They find an Inferno. It's to their liking. They roam first as top side.
Yep, Summit is going to realm warp his way out. True Shot Barrage is going to fly forward. I don't know what...
Nowhere, right? Maybe team fights are the way you need to go because he already has IE. He can already get excited. Speaking of getting excited.
Yeah, exactly. Ghost
Meanwhile,
is going to be as Faker just kills. Okay. See you later, Dove. Sorry about that, guys. The big zoom out was there. I was looking at the bottom possible.
And that Weathered Storm should lead to some all-in potential later in the laning phase.
All right.
Lane.
Yeah. CC bar going to be utilized there as Dove doesn't get the Infernal Chains. They wait this one out, and this is a see your death moment if ever I've seen one. Void Rush. Oh, okay. They don't wait long enough. Slight misplay there from SKT as now Marta has to eat the Grey Health, but the Flame Trump, as you can see, are going to stop him from being able to get there. On Fleek, that's a bit of a mistake. As Teddy able to avoid that one. He's waiting for another E. The Arcane Shift would be the end of On Fleek, but Safeguard gets him over to Joker. He's still going for it, but gets himself over the wall, and this took a little bit of a while, but Faker is able to lock that down. The Ignite isn't going to be enough, and Faker survives. Arcane Shift available as well. Jinx getting excited as that turret falls down. On Fleek going to be able to take another Shelly Rivers, but Marta has decided that himself and Clid don't want to let this one go down for free. Death Sentence is going to land. Teleport from SKT. They're going aggressive as Marta gets himself the Devour. Shelly is still fighting in this one, but there's the ultimate from Faker. This is what we were talking about. The Jinx just can't click anything because she's dead before she can make a decision. Khan makes his way in. They even get Shelly Rivers.
We're going to watch the charm. Let's focus on the picture-in-picture as the Drake has been started by SKT, and Sandbox are their second, therefore should miss out.
Yeah, not going to happen. This is Faker calculated, is what you say in the chat afterwards. I think that was any of the Vamp Scepter items that you could go for in this place. He just wants to get himself scaling as quickly as possible. I like looking at Teddy's item builds since he varies them a lot. Cleanse used from Marta there as Joker does land another hook as Faker not going to go in on the claw. Dove, good knock up there as Clid burrows his way out of trouble, but he's down to about half health. Joker as well, he's in trouble, uses the cleanse but lands the hook. Teddy threads the needle on the Mystic Shot. The Frozen Thrall is chasing, and SKT are following
with him here. Maybe you just go Ludens as your item in the place, right? You just go Lost Chapter like you did before, and Ludens still procs, right? You can still poke around and be annoying with that, so very interested to see if you get the soul of the 45% CDR. Is that, well, you know.
Oh, man, he's just not having a great time. The World Ender does come in. On Fleek does land an ability, but it just straight up doesn't matter because Abyssal Voyage follows him through. Even the Lickitung going to come out from Marta to slow him down. Flame Chomp
threatening Sandbox to walk forward.
Yep. And starting the Baron before taking down that ward means they do want to turn. They do want to start a fight here as Joker. Going to get missed by a few of those autos. As Klid's in trouble, has to flash the Ignite. Is ticking down. He goes in to the stasis and holds himself alive for a moment, but only for a moment as Summit is going to finish that one off. Now the Realm Warp is a huge deal. Faker jumps on forward, but they immediately get rid of the Thresh. He goes into his ultimate. Summit unable to finish off the Lissandra, but the Tahm Kench is going to be dead. Can Teddy actually control this battlefield enough as Khan does get the grand challenge, and they should be able to get rid of Summit here. The Lee Sin going to go down as Teddy's on the chase. Ghost just can't get enough damage in these fights.
And Dove can do nothing. He picks up a kill, but that's all he gets, and he's going in!
Oh my god, okay, the W is going to land there. Infernal Chains pulls Teddy back in. Good knock up. Can Dove actually do it? The answer is no, as Teddy finishes him off.
He's got his friend to help him out when he's so aggressive there. New Khan could join.
Also has a little bit of lifesteal in this build with the Vamp Scepter. Ghost is going to come on over as Faker's looking to flank him. They are going to be able to get rid of the Jinx. He's trying to make it onto the land. Does get that True Shot Barrage. Not enough damage as Faker wants to follow. Gets the Q. Max range as Joker immediately cleanses the ultimate, but the damage is done. Double kill for the mid laner of SKT, and they're already killing the Baron.
And Summit just teleports in to see the bad news. On Fleek picks up a cleanup kill onto Faker. They can't play 3 lanes as cleanly, but they got 4 Baron busts and a drink.
Really so damn good.
And at this moment, you know that teleport's up and you're happy because you actually get a flank onto Ghost. He teleports in, trying to deal with some of the issues. Almost gets away, but not on this day. The Claw was armed as in the mid lane.
All right, see you later, Jinx. That's the Void Rush. That's why the Rek'Sai is so incredibly strong. He's even able to get out with the GA available. The double kill on the bottom side of the map. SKT, they don't want just a Baron. They want the entire base of Sandbox as well.
They're ready to go home. They're tripling the kills. They're trying to end it around 30. SKT take down that mid lane inhibitor. Can they get any more? Right now, the minion wave suggests no.
Yeah, well, I mean, Khan has prepared the bottom sides. True. He's going to move this one in. SKT move on over as well. Still 20 seconds on Ghost.
Yeah, they might as well keep going.
Exactly right. That is definitely another dead inhibitor. Inner turret still available on the top side of the map, so SKT, they take exactly what they want. Maybe even Nexus turrets now as well, as Teddy is just trying to get some pot shots of these. Oh my god, Dove! He takes way too much damage. World Ender has to be used. The Claw maybe a little bit premature from Faker, as they're not going to be diving these turrets, they're just going to be murdering them.
They still got the Baron buff another minute, so they keep going.
Yeah, Teddy can't miss a skill shot right here, as Joker's just going to get wiped out. Summit in trouble. Faker self-salt to just create all of the control of this area. Teddy didn't want to be devoured right there, he just wanted to kill the members of Sandbox. Dove goes down. Not enough stasis for you, my friend, I'm sorry. As he's looking to try and get rid of Summit, but Ghost is available. Some low health bars on SKT's side, but Teddy's just too big. Double kill comes in.
No one's dying!
I know, right? Khan's able to get out. That's the triple kill. Could it be the Quadra? I don't think so, because the Nexus is going to die too fast. Teddy's just higher tier.
And yes, it does make sense. The Morgana actually, it's not really been a picking behind him. He doesn't have that extra information because he saw Faker, so Klid is actually unscouted.
This is a secret agent Jarvan right now, as Root and Kellen are going to move into lane. Completely unbeknownst to them, is Klid down here. Can he get the flag and drag? Will he use the flash? There he is, doesn't even need to as Kellen. He knows that he's dead, gets the aftershock. Oh, the last auto attack is going to come in from Martyr. Is now Faker. Swifty boots on, even though he hasn't purchased them yet. Dodges the cocoon. Ooh, that's a nice little knock-up, but no more Uncle Dashes means that Grace is unable to follow up with the second one. Please find C's, so look at how much damage he's taking. Cocoon is gonna miss, and I don't think C's has too many ways out here. The repel, choose your death there, as Klid is gonna be able to pick up the kill, but not after dying. Grace has the World Ender, but he should get taken down. The Soul Shackles is in.
Trying to wait it out.
Is looking for it. Yeah, exactly right. Faker does find the ultimate. Oh no, he short arms. The Even is still able to flash himself to safety.
Rude.
Teleport comes in from Khan, but Faker is going to go down. Aftershock or not, that is not enough, as the Hemoplague is going to do nothing to deter Jinair Greenwings, and they're going to follow it up with Shelly as well on the top side of the map. C's going to be able to solo that one down. They traded to the Cloud Drakes, but Clown Drake
being around Linderung allows him to have double Dirk for poke and also Executioner's Calling. So the Executioner's Calling is a snowball choice here. It means they don't have to only group. They can try to all in, but at this timing, Jarvan's going to get there first.
Yep, Emo Plague is going to come up. That's already a lot of damage down. He wants the Crimson Rush. The flash comes in from Khan, but doesn't get the Tides of Blood. Clid has his flash, though. The Cataclysm comes in and sees. Can't get there in time.
Flashing upwards for a Boots 1 jungler to get you there. Wasn't actually going to buy the
Hit, which is lucky. This season's here in this mid lane. Marta taking a lot of damage there, bottom side. As the Culling's just going to do it. That was the combo, and Teddy might be in trouble here as well. He flashes away, but it's not enough. Double kill comes in for Root, who's down to about 150 health, but it doesn't matter.
He can even kite up to his jump.
The SKT are going to throw in too many chips into this particular pool because it's the second Cloud Drake. They're not too worried about it. Okay, we are
sure that in the next 7 minutes or so, they don't allow Jin Air a Baron by taking a poor team fight before their items are ready. But this dive, it's happened now.
Yep, that's a fantastic knock-up. The Cataclysm is going to come in there, and there is nothing that Linderung can do. A lot of money was on his back as well. It is the Jarvan that grabs that kill. Vladimir
healthy, so they should be fine.
Yeah, it's actually a really great claw to come in there from Faker, because if Jin Air had have made any aggressive plays towards the turret, cooldown definitely.
Remember your ARAM tier list, Lucian and Alistair down as his engage.
Oh no, that's just going to be the cocoon right into the Black Shield as Faker wanting a re-engage does actually get down there. It's Teddy, just pops the Aatrox. Didn't even have time to use the World Ender as a Frozen Thrall. Stops any sort of engagement.
The Baron, and unfortunately Jin Air, they might have just given this one up.
Yep, this is exactly what we were talking about before. Jin Air weren't allowed to let the game get to this point. The Baron just gets shredded. Mountain Drake was in there, but SK out. The Hemoplague gives Khan a whole bunch of his health bar back as Kellen's route down to about half health. Teddy moves in, does land the Q, lands the second Clid, looking for the flag and drag. Just Cataclysms, gets the passive on the auto, takes down the cow very easily. Is now Grace is fighting Faker, and the World End is going to get weighted out, but it's a great knock-up, and Grace gets a solo kill.
It might unfortunately only have to be a small silver lining because their base is in tatters.
Yep, Faker wants to give something back here to Jin Air. At the very end, Khan goes into stasis as Linderung very far up. You can see Teddy just going so aggressively, though, as sees the Spiderlings trying to save him. Yeah, exactly right. It's real scary stuff, and it's sort of a pseudo buff. You're exactly right. To 30-minute Ezreal. 40-minute Ezreal? No. That's way worse. But 30-minute Ezreal? Yep, Caesar's looking for a flank, but he's going to be spotted on that control ward. Faker moves on in here as well. They just want to take him down because they know with Baron up, it's another minute and a half, actually. Getting a little bit ahead of myself here is Teddy. He's heading forward, but Black Shield is going to be available. Kellen maybe too far off as the True Shot Barrage doesn't hit for quite as much this stage of the game, but still feels like hell for Kellen. The ultimate has to be used, and that means that's a tool that's not going to be in their Grace. Has found Faker one more time. And yeah, Vladimir may have turned up to this series now as he goes into stasis under Nexus turrets. Of all things, is going to avoid all of that extra damage. Now the World Ender is going to come in. I'm sorry, Grace, you're not going to do it 2 times in a row against Faker. See your death, Miss Spider Lady, and Faker's going to be able to pick up the kill under Seas. SKT should be able to take down some Nexus turrets and really put a dent in this series very early on against Jin Air. The flash from Faker. The kill's going to go down under Linderung as Grace tries to get back towards the fountain. It's not going to matter. Nexus is going to go down, and SKT dominant game 1.
Vladimir being the ultimate wedding. As you say, likely to be that particular configuration. Had to blind pick somewhere. That's a hell of a lot of Aatrox. Spending a bit of time at the blue buff before going up. So because of that fake leash, let's see what happens.
Yep, there's the flash pulverize. They're looking for Teddy, and they'll find him. It's a decent taunt, but it is not enough. And first blood goes to the Bane.
Just super assertive that Super gave them all the information they needed. Yeah, just want to get gold onto Bane and get her to 2 items as early as possible before SKT can use their comp to bulldoze them. So given that and how many people can pack up, I understand it. Here we go.
Yeah, there's the flash in. This is a level 5 Alistair. Has to use the flash in order to get himself out, but Namada is going to get knocked up. Teddy picks it up with the Ren stack, but they do trade it as now Seas going aggressively. Clid offering more damage back. Teddy needs to be respected though, and speaking of respect, Faker down to 200 health in the mid lane as Grace flashes forward, but he Qs too early.
Almost solo killed in the procedure. But It ends up being 1-for-1 after all.
Yep, no summoner spells left in that mid lane, which is good for both of these junglers as Tana's taking a lot of damage up towards the top side. That's a great reset, though, with the flawless duet. And now we're still fighting Faker. Oh my goodness, the knockup isn't going to come in. Not in time, but they might be able to get the trade kill as topside Tana has killed the Aatrox under the turret, and Faker gets one back. Tana going to be way more lucky, though, walks away with 150.
An eventual trade. Watch the top side, because Khan, this is when we came to play, when the first bit of damage came in, but watch the turn from Tana. This is actually super slick play. And then gets the level up to get enough mana to all in. Actually chased for this kill, speaking of kills.
And no Bloodwell onto Khan. That was the problem, as Tana gets the reset and gets out.
But actually in the picture, Atlas, and this is the picture-in-picture play. It's not perfect from Jin Air, but they're just able, with no Khan ultimate, to find that second kill. It's actually picture-in-picture again. This Rift Herald, I don't even know who it went to.
Yeah, heroic entrance is going to come down here as Faker picks up the kill onto Seized. Grace did manage to pick up the Rift Herald, but he's going to get cocooned. Clid snipes him out in the backline now as Faker is very low. Clid is extremely squishy. Great double knockup. Comes in from Kellen, who keeps himself alive for so long. Vanguard's Edge now comes forward as Root turns up from the bottom side. Will get a condemn back, but Faker is already dead at this point in time.
Execute as well, Atlas, because it's when Jarvan died to monsters, right? So they know Jarvan can't be there. That means to freebie to SKT. They will lose top lane turret, but after all the plates are down. And SKT, remember, they're trying to hit the mid-game running. They're definitely tripping up in their execution, getting to that point. But the Infernal is the kind stranger, picking you up a couple of times and maybe allowing SKT a more even team fight than they deserve.
Yeah, one of the scary things is here for... Okay, this is looking good for Khan. Throws down the World Ender. Vanguard's Edge is in there. Tana's trying to fight this one back, but it's not going to work. The flash, I don't know where he thought he was going. That knockup is all around you. As Khan picks up the solo to get one health.
This red buff deserves a name. What is the name of Jin Air's red buff? As we'll have to hold the point for that.
Yeah, we will. I'll keep it in mind as the Unbreakable Will does go down from Kellen, but now Root has a lot of damage. Faker is in there, gets headbutted back. I think the Scion is going to die, but SKT grabbed the first one onto Tana. Faker trades his life back, but now will be Zombie Scion, but not enough to go for the dive here against Jin Air.
Only 4.
Now SKT are going to start off this dragon. Jin Air caught napping a little bit there in the mid lane as Faker not able to actually go back and doesn't have the teleporters. Oh no! Going for the flank and Grace just gets punished.
Lane ward there was the big reason SKT got that pick. The CC duration, the CC overlapping was way earlier than Grace was aware. Grace taken down, full CC burst, no ability to self-ult, and SKT do get that much needed third Infernal. This is the tonic.
And SKT have decided they'll take advantage of it by taking down a Baron at 25 minutes into the game. Triple Infernals in hand.
And Khan's not allowing the Jarvan to get out of the dance pit. He's going to have to stick around, and here's TP.
Yep, Fate's Call comes in, but Tana does avoid. Oh, not enough. As Teddy's just going to be able to execute him. Now Grace, with not too much more than an Aftershock that has worn off, now has to use the Claw to get out. Faker, no ultimate available, but Khan's looking for the flank. Good knock up there onto Kellen. Double knock up comes in from Khan, and this is the team fight comp that SKT has. The J4 gets obliterated. Who's trapped in there with who is Root? Has finally got himself into a position where he can carry the flash forward, the stopwatch. But Teddy has nowhere to go. Oh my god, he finds the cow. Root's able to grab the 1,000 gold as the bounty comes in. But Clid, he does have full vision of this area.
And Aatrox is going to be spotted, I believe, at the start of the vision here. You see the first kill go down, and you're like, aha, this is the fight for SKT. But remember that Root gets going, gets warmed up, gets going, and bad teleport spot for an 80 carry. We always think of 80 carries going for bad TPs with their newfound summoner. Yeah. The back one is an oldie, but definitely
a lot more for Khan, who struggled in the laning phase. The Baron has been started though, and Jin Air do have a lot of damage. Root has to be respected in this Baron pit. You can see it's no surprise to SKT. Should be a 50-50 as Clid's going to come in. Sees, jumps over, tries to lock down Teddy, but this is the J4. The triple knock-up comes in as Teddy's able to grab that first kill. He gets knocked up by Kellen, but where's the follow-up damage? It is absent from this fight. Root is still alive. He's tumbling forward so far, but he's going to die. Clid grabs that kill, and now Jin Air's trying to fight back. Double kill for the Aurelia. The flawless duet. Faker, he's going to go down. It's a triple kill. Can he get the penta? Tana gets the quadra, and now he's going to be able to get it. Tana just steps on it. Lindrong was there, but now the Aurelia saved the game.
Khan will be the buzzkill.
Down there by Kellen, gets a little bit punished for it. But yeah, Root actually tumbling forward and just getting incidentally destroyed, I think, by a volatile Spiderling was a bit of a problem. They'll get another go at it here as Grace in great flanking position. Good double knock up there from Khan, and here's the turn from Jinair. Khan goes into World Ender. He's around 4 members of Jinair is stacked completely up, and he's going to go down, and now Faker has to use the ultimate in order to get out. It's a decent use of the Cocoon to try and keep them alive, but Jinair are back on the Baron with 5 members in comparison to the 4.
Rinse and repeat, but look at this. Turn ultimates on Lissandra and Aurelia are up. So it's difficult for SKT to make much happen here. Maybe if Fate's call to open it, or maybe just give up Baron.
Yep, they are going to. They're going to trade it for an outer turret in the mid lane, and this
Fight where Teddy tries to keep up Ginz's rage in order so he can. Vayne's going to do more damage. It feels like the rich man's Vayne is working out, and SKT needs to redefine it with some creative engage to stop Root from getting going. Here's that creative engage.
Yeah, they're going to dive on forward, but it's straight into analysis. Not exactly the target. You want another Cataclysm. He's going to break Khan off from this fight as Root. He's going to come in, but Khan is looking for it. Gets him down to the stopwatches. Root's not going to survive. Clid takes him down, and now SKT have got the turn. Jinair, unfortunately, a misplay in the right. Remember, this is 37 minutes into the game. Triple Infernal on SKT. They can tank turrets forever, and they got 5 members still alive. Teddy's got 5 items.
From Root, he thinks better of it. Man, there's so many people lying in wait.
The
They're all chomping at the bit
as well.
Atlas.
Yeah, Marta's looking for it. Doesn't blow the flash on an Alistar. I like that play. Unbreakable Will is still there. Final hours pop now from Root. Can he get value? You can see he's playing very far back. Grace is going to go into his own ultimate, but can Jinair get into position? The answer is no, and SKT get another free one. Flawless duet doesn't actually arm. Jinair waiting for it. Faker with another ultimate, but it's onto the cow yet again. Headbutt pulverized, lands onto the front line. Khan is going to be able to get rid of him, but sees in the back line another Cataclysm in decent position, but Teddy is going to take him down. Root cannot find the free auto attacks. He's just taking too much damage. Double kill for Teddy. And this will be the end of the game, and the 2-0 from SKT. Tana with a heroic effort, but he's going to spell the triple kill for the Kalista and the ace for SKT.
It's an LCK Spring, 29 story as old as time. Jinair, unfortunately, your faith in the
He wants to go Blade of the Ruin King first item, which is a little bit surprising because there's no tanks on the side of King Zone.
For both of them up in the top lane, but Khan is out of mana, and he flashes to the left side. First blood goes over to Rascal in the solo kill in top lane.
Yeah, without even having
to 6 and waiting for that scuttle, but
oh man,
oh boy,
oh he's gonna.
Oh, he misses him, and
yeah.
Now it's going to be 1v2 as he's in a bunch of trouble. Going to get knocked straight into the Jarvan. Nice knock up there by Cuz. Is going to flash, but the red buff is going to take him down. See you later. It looks like it wasn't actually the red buff. Maybe the smite comes in, but either way, down in the bottom lane, more lens down. Allows Faker to have more priority in mid, and also bottom lane is going heavily in SKT's favor. So they just walk into the river, clear out a couple really big. Onto Clid, who is quite low, and now down on the bottom side. Cleanse comes in. Medusa might have to flash this. Is going to get stunned up, and they're just going to kill him before he can even get out of there or use the gray helm. As just the straight up 2v easily as well. They just bring the jungler down. It looks like Cuz now trying to make a play up here on the top side as Rascal's going in. He lands that shuriken.
Yeah, just
and all that Cuz has to do is wait for it. You also got a Corki. There's the R. He's got a stopwatch, but not sure if that was really worth it, as he's going to die anyway. Down he does go, and another turret goes the way of King's Zone. So with that, they are able
that they want to fight over this, but all of SK Telecom are here. Faker has TP.
Look at Khan. They're just ganging up on him now as they're all running after him. Not quite able to kill him just yet. Finally, they get him. SKT say, we'll just try to take him out. They do not take it as Bai going to come in for the steal and the engage. Aftershock gonna keep her alive, and now the flash is on in as Pawn is looking for more. Is able to pick up 1 kill on the end.
And meanwhile, Faker
now trying to set it up as Rascal comes over the wall, avoids that shock blast.
SKT look like they just wanted to bring him right down.
Yeah, as Clid and them are just going to go down on the right side. The package gets him out, and the Dragon goes the way of King Zone as now they've got double mountain coming in.
Cuz is getting very low.
Oh boy. Just a couple of spells will do it. Baker's going in.
Baker got caught.
He's gonna assassinate him, and the smite goes the way of Tom Kent as Kingzone take out the Baron. But can any of them live on the backside? Pawn is a god. He's able to take a kill. But just go down.
Kingzone turn it around.
Red buff helping
SK
out.
Telecom. Turn it around. And then we have SK Telecom now recruiting red buff here.
Oh boy, here we go, locking down the Corki now. Can they get into that backline? Clint is gonna dunk him! And there it is, as Tushin not able to get the Devour down. In time.
Your Kingzone, you want to try to take that as fast as possible.
Oh, it's Baker in the backline. He has to, just in desperation, as Cuz is gonna go down. It looked like Clint and the boys wanted more, but Baker with a nice play gets over the wall and gets the pick.
SKT, they are going to take it down. We'll see what is going to be the next drag. Another Ocean Drake.
Oh, just running at them.
I'm playing dodgeball right now.
I actually love this, what you can do. He's going to dodge the ultimate from Varus as well, and now Faker not in the best position here. Doesn't have his ultimate, just has the Zhonya's, and he's going to pay for it as he goes down in the mid lane.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, Valdez.
Their team, but that's not the case. As Double Mountain Barons, they're pretty fast, but they're looking for the turn, trying to get into that backline on top of Teddy, but look at the return from SKT! All the knockups come in, and Vi can't do anything! As Khan is going to be in here, but take a look at Corki. It's actually the pawn show at the end of this fight. He's going to crit for the last kill. Not going to be able to get the last one, though, as the ace goes down as Death Dance takes him out at the end. Khan here. Looks like he's got Edge of Night. He's going to be jumping on top of Vi. The Devour does have to come in as okay. Rascal in the backline, in the shroud, trying to ultimate away, is going to have the Zhonya's here towards the end because going in the backline, trying to do that damage.
What is this fight?
Oh boy, Teddy going to get the first kill as Rascal not going to go down. Faker flashes in, but look at the damage that they're turning back on top of them. Look at Pawn, he's still alive in the fight, going to take out one more as the double kill also goes to Rascal.
We're watching dies.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go again. The fighting never ends in this game. It's only game one, but it's gonna go the way of Forrest! What in the world as Teddy with the arrow steals it from down. See, there are no junglers here.
You can see the exact moment the Kingzone's team's heart breaks. Right there, 646.
There is a jungler. Minutes into the game now, so really have to pay attention.
That's a deep teleport.
Okay, ult's coming on in here from Cuz, trying to make it happen, but the Devour does come in as Pawn. They're trying to get him, but the damage is huge from him. Can Faker take him out? No! He's not able to, but the Death Dance will. In the end, as Pawn, actually Rascal, is going to get a kill on the left side here. Take a look at Teddy. He's going in, and now he's got a front line. Two of them are going to go down as SKT are pushing in the base.
And the package is available for Pawn once he respawns, but that turret was not long for this world. It's going to be Defting Cuz trying to hold this off, but I just don't think you can do it. The Baron minions are going to be too much.
It's 30 seconds until Pawn is going to respawn alongside Tushin. But they're going to have to do it. They have to engage. Click goes in alone. He's going to try to flash away, but he's not going to be able to go down. Clint actually lives barely on the last one, but the Nexus is now open. They're just going to engage straight on top of Deft here. Who's not going to be able to stop it? This is going to be the game, and what a game it was. GG as SKT take the first one.
I like the fist bump there by the end of Teddy and Mata. Teddy single-handedly saved this game for SK Telecom. It's so many points. He put everyone on his back. Really the Corki and Sivir show. Khan. He's one of those Jaces I talk about that even when you put him behind, he can still be scary on the champion.
Thinking about a Victor down to the wire will be picked up.
Victor's coming in here, and I do believe that's going to be a mid lane, even more so than a Kajix. That one slipped.
A what?
That one.
What did you say? I didn't hear that.
I wasn't conscious.
Hookshot comes in, and now it's double TP from the mid lane. Faker going 1v3, trying to burst down Cuz here. Gonna use his own Realm Warp, but isn't gonna be able to get out of that one. First blood goes the way of the Rise Rascal up in top lane.
On the Cloud Drake. We'll have to see if Cloud Drake ends up spawning next. And it will be an open Drake, so...
Open Drake. Should be. You can see he's heading down actually to the bottom lane as in we go. Teddy looking for the 1v1. Can he do it? The Shen ultimate comes in and now the culling in the face, but Faker trying to get that damage down. Deft is going to live for now, but not for very much longer as they're going to hand that kill over to Teddy. Nicely done. They know where their bread is buttered. They want Teddy to carry out the bars.
To actually eat any more of those plates before the 14-minute mark.
Oh boy, good dodge by Lucian, but take a look at the Shen in so much trouble.
Teddy.
Deft just kind of baiting him into that one though as Pawn was making its way down. And now Mana in so much trouble as Cuz is here to stay. Even going to use his ultimate to make sure 100% that he was going to go down.
This is a fair...
Clid actually in the bottom lane here, so lots of pings coming down. They want to try to turn this with the Stand United. Here's Pawn into that back line, but they're trying to turn onto Deft, who has to flash away. Mata in a lot of trouble, though. They are going to get that one. Rune Prison down onto Khan, as he is not going to go down. Chaos Storm being on their side is coming on in, Cuz bit of a ninja here in the brush is immediately going to red smite and go on into Faker as Shen's making his way in too with the Rune Prison. Is Rise to help out as now Clid's in a bit of trouble. Deucin tanking that one up. The stun comes in. He's going to flash over the wall, but he's going to go down anyway as another kill is going to go the way of Kingzone.
And it's quite a merry-go-round right now for SK Telecom as Kingzone, they're going to be able to pick themselves up the Cloud Drake and deny the second one being able to go over to SKT. And SKT don't seem to realize what they want to be doing in the spawning, which is not all that important now.
Oh, they found Clid, but that is a pretty massive Faker coming on in with his own Stand United as down goes the Camille, not tanky enough to survive against all of that damage, and now they're on the chase. Trying to get on top of Deucin here, as even a flash is going to come in. They really want that kill as two will go in, and now the gang over here of Kingzone are trying to get a kill on top of Mata, but he's not going to go down, and oh boy, that ultimate is spreading, but Teddy does have to flash to safety.
Yeah.
Can they catch him here as Rascal is going to dodge a lot and try to stand up to them, but absolutely cannot as it's 5 members. Now the calling coming on in from Faker.
The item point where the game doesn't matter anymore.
Oh boy, now we're going to be bullying Khan as another TP's coming in. Faker not able to cancel his. He's going to be fighting 4 members. We all know how that fight goes. SKT on the opposite side, not quite able to rush down any objectives.
Khan pushing this wave a little bit needlessly, being caught out, and then demanding Faker's teleport. And you have to wonder why they're doing this. That's the big question for me.
Jeff says, I would like another Drake spawn here. How about a mountain? One time for the boys.
How about an ocean Drake? Come on.
There it is, yeah!
Victor.
Oh boy.
Not sure how close he is.
Faker, no flash, and even if he had it, I don't think he would have lived as Rise and Shen. Also,
though, as Clid has been very generous.
Oh, well, we found him again as Khan going for a little walk in the jungle. Enjoys his nature walks, but did not enjoy
Champions.
Oh, they might be able to get a 2-for-1er here as Silas not able to stand up to Rise right now. The damage going in onto the Baron, but they're considering moving away from it as they get the inhibitor here. They don't want to go for
respect.
Yeah, they don't want to go for any smite fights, especially after game number 1.
Elder to spawn. The one thing that we haven't seen though is a team fight.
Yeah, still waiting on that.
Oh, Khan.
Oh, he's trying to now get on top of Pawn, but there's the Chaos Storm. Big knock up. He's going to get the kill on the Deft, who just gets turned on, but an assassination from Pawn. who is going to flash to safety. Now Cuz here, all alone. Pawn's clone is going to try, and Cuz, can he actually get away? Looks like he might be able to.
turret died!
United. Oh boy! Wait, look at the base, Rascal! He's taking out those turrets. They're trying to delay all of those backs here. Can he get this turret? Looks like he should be able to. What? Oh, that's going to be able to, actually. As
but
it
the
was
super
blocked.
minion.
And the Super Minier's helping out, but it's 4v1, and Rise not able to do it alone. As a nice attempt here, but the turret stays alive. It's here. On getting into the back line, but that is a gigantic shield. As Cuz goes in, they do a lot of damage. Huge taunt from the side of Tucson. It's going to catch 4 on the back side, but the GA is down here for Cuz. See Mana and Clint getting extremely low.
They're gonna get the Baron, I think.
Gonna come
Cuz
down
needs
to
be
the
a
spike.
hero.
He's not able to do it on the backside. Clint is gonna get that one, and now they're trying to get out with a bunch of recalls.
Rise is coming.
King Zone trying to get into the backside here as Rise going 1v3. He's gonna take out one. Can't quite take out Clint, but he's extremely low. Depth is not gonna help out, but the double kill comes in anyway. As the leash there on the Faker.
They have a wave in top lane.
Oh, they're going in. Oh, they're thinking about it. Wave pushing in now as Rascal is going to do it. Tucson and Pawn trying to stop the backs, but Faker was able to get back here alongside of Teddy. But is it going to matter as the fight is turning up for Rascal, who goes in alone and just gets blown up with that turret?
And can they hold the Nexus turret?
Oh.
Top lane. And it's important to note that Khan does not have teleport.
Massive shield as Faker with his death cap trying to turn it here. He's going to steal that one, but Teddy's going to take that one, make it 2 as Pawn is not even in the fight. He's pushing the lanes as King Zone.
In this game.
Oh boy, Clid in a bunch of trouble. No culling to come out here as Rascal trying to go 1v2, but has to be careful.
Can he get it?
That last stun, okay. Redemption coming on in. Trying to do that damage to Mana, but it's not going to be enough as Mana will tank it up, and they get another kill.
On there with the Monolith LeBlanc in top lane. Doesn't quite know what to do. This is going to be a 5-man Elder Dragon that is now going to persist once again into the next Baron.
And it will. SKT. Nice. That's okay. Now we're engaging onto Clid here on the right
very
side.
Split up.
They're trying to turn it around here, though. The Cataclysm trying to get on top of everybody. They're on the chase now.
That's a wasted Chaos Storm.
Now not going to do that much, but Faker getting into the back line is going to get the stun. Oh, the stopwatch goes on.
Clid live!
Is so good. Cuz is going to live, but oh boy. Going in alone there was Rascal. Not sure about that one. Thought the fight was starting, as now they're going to start the Baron.
Def needs to be a hero. He doesn't seem to know how.
Are they going to get in there? There's no...
Clid lived again!
Oh, Clid!
Oh,
He's going to get out! Cuz gets in there, but it goes
Faker!
the way of Faker! Somehow, some way, they're going to kill the two of them, too. The Baron will go the way of SKT.
And now I think Khan, 28 on the Shen, 12 until Rascal comes online, but it's really not going to matter when you're melee Rise against the Victor and Varus. I think that's all she wrote, Valdez.
We'll have to wait and see as Faker hopping on in there. Lots of damage comes out from Pawn, and Rise has respawned. But look at the damage coming out of Khan right now. It's unbelievable. As they catch Rise on the left side, there it is. Make it look so easy as the culling comes in too, and that's gonna be it. Game number 2. Once again, we'll go to SKT as they get the 2-0 lead.
And SK Telecom were faltering so hard in the mid game. Khan and Faker constantly being out of position. I don't think
he also got the Baron.
He got the Baron one time. I think you give it again to Teddy. I think you give it again to Teddy, or you end up giving it to Mata. And the reason that I say that is because Khan and Faker were part of the reason by the jungler nerfs several patches ago. And then he's just had a relatively hard time in the current meta.
Okay.
And it looks like
the Unsealed Spellbook. Not going to use that, though. As Faker's going in, he wants a kill here on a Pawn, as actually Pawn trying to turn it around. But in goes the Consume as Mana now.
Oh, Mana!
In trouble, but he gets the kill and flashes away the bloodthirsty support. from downtown. Gets the shot barrage is used on the wave.
Wow, they're just gonna get it.
Yeah, it's just gonna go down, and I mean, SKT, as Clid, he's going hunting. He's gonna be in there for a long time, as with that red smite, man, he does damage, flashing on in. He will be able to get the kill, but now he's in the Cataclysm and is not gonna be able to do much. As Faker looking for it here, the Devour does come in, but we have Khan in here as well, as Pawn goes down. Looks like almost in the belly there, maybe to
As
the...
now they don't have the wave clear necessary
Oh, they're
to hold this
going in.
mid-tier 1-0
The
man.
double taunts, they're at least gonna get Cuz here. Faker and Khan looking for more. They have Cataclysm, but they do get the teleport out of Rascal.
He just used it. Is he gonna jump on Azir?
Yeah, he's going in. Well, it's not gonna last long enough, as he is knocked into the
Pawn
turret,
just
but
flashed
will
into
get
him?
the kill. As, yeah, Pawn also used his flash on top of the Kha'Zix.
Pawn said he felt bad. He's like, here.
Okay, we're going in. Faker gonna use that ultimate as he's going all the way downtown, and that's gonna get him low enough to get the kill. As the teamwork is in for SKT. No way for Kingzone to steal this one.
Clid gonna pick that up.
We've seen this before from Kingzone. Looks like Mana knows, and he's going in. He's going to be the one tanking it up. Stun goes down on a Faker, too. Mana, quite tanky, but not tanky enough to tank all 5 members. Faker also had to use...
Quite sure what he's doing.
Oh, the Baron
They
is
need him to
started
wave
here.
clear.
Okay, Faker, though, trying to assassinate.
Oh, he
Cuz.
got
He's gonna
caught!
get him. And he also has a Shroud. Look at him do that damage. And now he's got a Galio to come in and save him. So... Not in
That
range,
turret's playing
turret, you're
GoldenEye
wrong.
right now, yeah.
As, yeah, I mean, this is just, we're hurting
Here
him
it
in.
comes!
Oh, the 4-man taunt into the slicing maelstrom from both parties, as Kingzone are going to be demolished. They do a lot of damage with their own slicing maelstrom, but it's not enough. Only Cuz will survive, as he wasn't there.
And SK Duty in the side lanes. He's coming back in because you don't need to actually be here. They can't push on for the Nexus. They're not going to anyway. Not sure why you came all the way back. He just wanted to see his own inhibitor fall. Where Kingzone are going to be planted around. They need to hold the phalanx inside of the red side jungle and never let SK Telecom into it. And then SKT cannot get...
Moves, does the Silas, as now the Baron will be, taken there by the smite of Clid.
And now with the Baron and also the Ezreal that has 3 elemental drakes. Pawn, what are you doing?
They're going in. They want to get the kill, but that taunt was so good from the side of Ana. He's going to steal him.
No.
And now Clint's going to be able to get the kill in the back line. Rascal doesn't exist anymore. And
They
Faker's
weren't
here
patient
too.
enough.
The Maelstrom doesn't even really happen, as it was seen and then it was gone, as Kingzone are getting demolished here towards the end of Game 3.
And that's going to be it, Valdez. Kingzone were not as patient as SK Telecom were in game number 2. They panicked and cracked here in the final game. And this is it.
That's
The
going to
Nexus
do
turrets
it.
are going to fall.
SKT looks like they're going to be going to the finals with the clean sweep of Kingzone here, and made it look good towards the end. Kingzone cracked, but
Oh, that is going to be that first blood coming in! We teleport available. We'll have a turret here. Clid waiting around. Ultimate's going to be traded here. That's going to be the solo kill for Sword. It's traded back, but they get everything for that one.
And I mean, that was just a fan.
If you're not freezing, you got to go all in on the aggression, and this seems to fit the bill.
Yep, that certainly is that. It's going to be first turret going down, and SKT run out of minions on the bottom side, so that tempo that Griffin do have the advantage in is going to be even higher. Now in a turret, under fire, Shelly's going to be able to tank this one up. Already half health, Demolish procs coming in, and 3 members of Griffin will easily rip this turret apart.
And what's a Hecarim gonna do? He can't even walk up to the minion wave to cue it. Khan watches on in horror.
Well,
as in the
Sword's
same
having
time.
SKT, they should be able to burst this one down. It is taken by Clid very close as Tarzan tries to launch forward. Realm Warp gets SKT out of there, but have they gone far enough? The man drop comes forward, doesn't do too much. Onslaught of Shadows into the back line as sword, gets himself into his Zhonya's. Can he escape? The answer is yes. The dash comes back up, and now Viper is here to give him some cover fire. Griffin, what Pantheon's supposed to do.
But you can't show the Pantheon really either, right? Just like, I looked for Sona Taric, no one dared to play that in solo to say, well, if we don't get that Baron by 22, things are struggling, and is it still the same equation of...
Chovy is going to join the fight. Half the health bar now on the Dragon is Lehens. Just happy to walk on over, gets Khan out of the fight as Redemption does come down. It's going to be a 50-50 as Tarzan is in this pin. His sword goes into his first Sonya's. The steal comes in. Griffin have locked down the Dragon, and Faker in the back of the pin is trying to kill Sword, but he's so frustrating finally. Teddy locks him down, and now Tarzan. Stopwatch ain't gonna be enough, and Chovy is now waiting in the gates, but SKT don't care. They get themselves into the correct position. Pick themselves up a double for their man in the mid lane, and SKT may have turned it.
Griffin get the steal, but SKT's able to make it front to back. This is the time they were looking for.
Yeah, this is another realm warp.
Kill.
It's Faker's one this time. Is True Shot Barrage is even going to help try and take Chovy down. Remember, there's no turrets up here, guys, so this might be the great escape. But Khan has a lot of movement speed. Chovy's just so scary, they don't even want to fight it.
Wow. You can't suddenly Weaver's Wall in and do a Pantheon ult. They'll just run.
Faker jumps on over, but it does get interrupted. Faker gets his passive shield. He's down very low. Now finally goes into the stopwatches of the Weaver's Wall. Actually blocks Chovy. He has to flash to get over the top. Marta goes golden. And is Faker falling down? Marta the next one to follow, and SKT can't re-enter this fight.
It was so big that they could stop.
We're going to go for the smite here. Can Clid get himself into this pit? They're getting it down very, very low. Marta misses the ultimate, unfortunately, as Chovy's over there. Good knockback comes in. It is going to be picked up by Griffin, and they just flash their way out. They're happy to grab and go.
SKT doesn't pull the trigger. They've got the comp, and they seem to simulate a 5v5, but they're more looking for chance picks with the Glacial Fissure, and after the Glacial Fissure was used, SKT kind of gave up on a full fight.
Yeah, they gave up on the full fight. They looked to come into mid lane, clear the mid wave,
and then get the steal. Realm Warp once again going to try and put Faker in the pit, but no, it's just for the vision. He gets on over, but he's unable to get the steal. Ultimate flies forward from Clid. He flashes to get himself out, but not even Sword is going to die as Teddy very aggressively dives into the Baron pit. But Griffin once again, it's the grab and go.
And SK Telecom, but the silver lining here for SK Telecom is they only have to weather the storm for another minute, and then Griffin is going to have to repeat the same.
No want to head towards this Dragon pit at all. He had the smite, had everything available. Trying to put Chovy in a side lane. The Akali has pushed that one all the way up. Mid lane as well is now being dealt with by Viper.
Which is obviously the one you want if it's going to be one, but it's going to be a decent trade. Here we go.
Yep, staying over the side of the wall. Marta does break it though, and there's the knockup. Marta finds it this time. Lehens down to the GA teleport from Griffin as Chovy's finally found the back line. But you can see it's Griffin trying to hold this one off. Khan goes golden, gets the ultimate off, and SKT, they found the team fight they wanted, and they should be able to find the Baron a minute before the Elder.
They punch the Magician in the face and say, we're fighting now, and the Boxer is going to be the one that profits. The minion wave, though, is being proxied. The game will not end here, but that is the sort of fight Griffin can't afford to let happen.
And Griffin now, I mean, they're going to have to do the smoke and mirrors to come back into the game. SKT, they're going to pick up the Baron. This is going to convert into Elder. How does Griffin come back now at this point?
It was so sneaky. It was such a ninja maneuver. For the last 20 minutes of this game, Griffin has been avoiding it.
Or if Akali want to try to solo it, not seeing that, but Griffin say, well, we didn't pick for this, we didn't comp for this. You can have your inhibitor, but can Griffin do anything?
Yeah, feels like it's already been done, Papa Smithy. Teddy does so much damage. That inhibitor goes missing.
Realm Warp into the Elder pit. They've been able to defend this one. They know that Griffin is in their base.
They've got a guard horse here as well, Papa. Teleport going to come in as Lehens gets into position. Chovy inside the pit. The ultimate comes down from Lehens as Viper. Has to go golden and steal as the Pantheon man drops his way into a 4-stack Elder Drake. SKT is still going to be able to grab the kills. Teddy finds even more. It was a heroic steal, but I just don't think it's heroic enough because SKT have routed Griffin and there's only a Chovy that remains.
Chovy's going to try to buy time. He can't do it. What did you get? Elder Dragon. What did it cost? Everything. SK Telecom T1. I think this ends it right now.
Exactly. Chovy is going to have to try and go back and do something very impressive, but the stop of the back. And SKT have taken game number 1. This is incredible. Griffin tried them around for so incredibly long. It didn't matter in the end.
End up happening here, but it's most likely just going to be the Akali stabilizing, I feel, in the early into mid transition against the Lucian.
Well,
and
SKT
the
actually
Azir.
aggressively moving in here to the jungle. That's going to be a double taunt landing. There from Mata. Tarzan very, very low. Will go down for first one. It goes over to Khan. Mata uses his whole health bar, and it's absolutely fine. 2 kills for SKT.
Azir's now got a lane against a no-flash Lissandra, as we know. And speaking of Lissandra,
yeah, Faker's going to come on over. He's only level 4, but he's still got enough damage. Clid's going to help out. And Griffin lose 3 in the first 4 minutes.
And that's going to be so...
3 of your champions want to go into SKT. The Ezreal is going to be all by himself.
Oh, that's a single-man taunt, but he gets stunned up. Mata has to flash to get out of the way. Justice Punch to go back in. Mata knows that he is finished, and Viper picks up the first kill for Griffin.
It was so... You're the one with the names, LS. Come on.
Well, Shelly Rivers, speaking of names, is going to be started up here by SKT. Tarzan taking some damage as he's trying to get them off it, but it looks like SKT should be able to have a monopoly of this area. Chovy moving on over, wants to take down Faker. It's stolen somehow. It's Teddy. He's trying to find the teleport. Gets it! Just before Viper makes his way into the fight, but can Griffin still manage to get the work done? The answer is just a straight up no. The ultimate comes through from Chovy to get one on the back end, but you can see Faker still trying to do damage. Mata is in here with 200 health. He does have a lot of damage available there at this particular level, but Faker should be able to finish this one off. One more auto. Can he get on top of Chovy? Gets it with the final Q.
Big win in the end for SKT on a Lissandra. Already tells you everything you need to know about how mid lane has gone. Chovy tries the ult.
He's going to get in there. It's going to get locked down, but the heroic entrance comes in. The bouncy castle is erected, and Faker blocks down the kill on his opposite number. Make that a double as the Olaf falls, and the Cloud Drake will be taken.
And Griffin with a really bizarre trade choice. Chovy handshaking that by trying to lock up Clid, but Tarzan was not in close enough proximity. And SK Telecom...
Yeah. So, go for recency. Well, now everyone laughs and says recency bias. This feels more like recency, Griffin.
Exactly, and now Khan is happily 1v2ing underneath this turret. Faker is going 1v1 so easily, and what does that mean, guys? There's just more players on the map.
Art here as the mid-game transition has commenced. They're going to go for this roam one more time, but the minion wave just evaporates.
This is about as all in as he can get as Chovy gets over to the side. The flash does come in from Khan, stays out of vision, but it doesn't matter when it's Alessandro. Heroic entrance comes forward. Khan still alive for so long. Gunblade comes in, and he's in turret range. Khan, the god!
Khan already got the flash away. He got into proximity for the grand entrance. Chovy missing his skill shot.
That's how he knew to kite back, and kite back to a benefit. As Sword is pretty overextended, but can ult away.
Yeah, Onslaught of Shadows is going to help him here. Clid's still chasing after the horse. The teleport comes in. No CC necessary because the best CC is death.
Griffin are going to be favorites, so if they decide as a team they want Infernal, you say thank you very much, sir. Enjoy your Infernal.
Yep.
And the Infernal comes in, and of course...
big button now unavailable, and SKT even get themselves in a turret.
At some point, Occam's Razor says that Teddy heard what you said about the cuddling, took exception, and is now just trying to kill everyone where they stand. Griffin, though, they're trying to outnumber on Faker.
Yeah, should be able to get a knock up here. Okay. Jumps through the wall with the Onslaught of Shadows, but heroic entrance comes down. They don't have enough damage as Faker, he's even still alive, stands amongst 3, straight up doesn't care. Shifting sands, gets him the shield, he even takes down the horse.
I don't think Griffin can fight for 2 objectives, and I think you get
No,
whichever one you
so
really
either.
want, so go for bonus.
Oh, there's the flash. Big taunt coming out from Mata to start this one off. Lahans throws the ultimate back towards Teddy, but it doesn't interrupt the culling. It's not the cuddling anymore. Chovy trying to stand the back line, but he just does no damage. Sword is too late to the fight, and as he jumps in, he just gets taunted. Faker sweeps the floor, and Griffin members die. The Ragnarok's not going to be enough. Viper can't run fast enough. And Griffin, I think you're done this time around. Khan's found Tarzan, and he's just playing with his food.
Cleans him up. That's another kill to SKT. Another wipe. They're pushing through mid lane. They want to go home early.
Yeah, exactly. We've got 4 minions here. SKT, they can tank up turrets if they want to. Maybe not Mata, as Viper still does some damage. But look at these turrets melt. The
This is
Nexus
it.
will follow, and SK Telecom will move to match point. Seconds to go. But well, it might be Clid that comes in first. Exactly right. Gets the flash knockoff, and Viper should be going down. Lahans just has to watch as the Talia bites the dust. We were too busy talking about MMOs and things like that. As Tarzan and Clid are once again going to find one another. That is great reaction time there from Tarzan, who wants to get the cocoon off. Lands it, but that's on a minion. It's not what you want, and that's the second kill for SKT. The flash from Lehens wants to kill under Clid. He does so much damn damage, but just not enough. Right, Worldender does come out on the top side of the map as Khan hasn't used his yet. They're trying to fight this one out. Sword should be able to get there. Wind Slash comes in, but it's not late enough. Look at that health bar. Gets himself the shield. Not enough. Sword gets the 1v1 solo kill.
And I mean, that's a really key solo kill.
Whoa, okay, Clid. He's going to turn up. Chovy gets in here, wants to find an ultimate position. Throws it out, doesn't land it onto Clid, but there's the Dark. We've got the man drop. Lehens doesn't land the damage, but Clid has nowhere to go, and Faker can't affect anything now. This
and second item completions means you can't play the lanes the same way.
Well, that's going to be the knockup. That's going to be the stun. There's so much CC, but the seismic shove isn't enough. Aftershock is there for Faker, remember, and they turn it completely on its head. Sword is doing a lot of damage. Clid has to flash to get out. Worldender probably not going to be enough here to save Sword's life. Gets the flash. Umbral Dash gets him out of there. Flash forward from Faker, though. Avoids and destroys as SKT turn it around.
Classic Faker eyes, they make the turn, they read Griffin, and this might be the straw that finally breaks the backs of Griffin.
Yeah, well, Tarzan getting it turned around on him as well. The stopwatch is there. They've got such low health bars. Great flash from Tarzan. He was mashing hard enough as SKT, they get out of there with a Realm Warp, and they get themselves into the Dragon Pit.
Teddy's thinking to himself, haha, great job, guys. He's just idly sitting up there, chipping away at the turret, thinking about Jin Air days.
I've got a global ultimate, guys. It's
How
okay.
far he's
Just
come.
make sure you fight them in a specific area. As Lehens turns up and says, this is my area, immediate cleanse, but the Ignite comes in afterwards. Aftershock from solo kill for the Pantheon.
Is this the problem that Griffin might have later on?
This is a problem that Clid has right now, but Marta's going to flash. That is going to deter them immediately. Chovy hijacks that ultimate. Glacial Fissures now to be coming out on both sides of the rift.
So now at this point, there's a little bit of breathing room. There's not any reason to really team fight. However, the Herald is going to be looking to raise the mid-tier 1 turret. SK Telecom can recognize, hey, we're not going to lose the game over 100 gold. We don't have to fight if we don't want to.
Well, Khan, he's going to start a fight here, but just immediately gets evaporated. Clid now tries to get out, locks himself in with the Cataclysm, and it's Teddy here with the damage. The Silas is going to fall. The Black Sword from Lehens gets a double on this Pantheon. Teddy turns it, gets himself the stun. Knockup comes in, and that's another one. Viper finally getting in amongst this fight. There's another one going in the mid lane, though, and Sword gets rid of Faker. Viper now trying to get out as Teddy is turning it now. It's his turn to carry. Gets another one. Sword, can he get the 1v1? And I think the answer is no. True shot barrage. That's going to come in. Lehens dodges it. Tower falls down mid lane, and SKT. Well, Tarzan's going to try and make this a 50-50. Sword diving on forward. There's the man drop. Weaver's wall. All of the buttons are being pressed. Sword going down to the world end, and the AoE's finally getting in there. Lehens not doing enough damage, and Khan says the last fight was an illusion. This is a double kill. Make it a triple as Chovy tries to get out and just finds the backhand of an Ezreal.
And Griffin are too slow to the fight. As surprising as that is, Chovy's helping, not helping enough.
Teddy wasn't there to start the fight, so Griffin says, well...
It's desperation from Griffin, and it's triumph for SKT as another turret falls in the mid lane.
And objectives keep falling around the map. Look at the gold gap at top, and then remember that SK Telecom are the scaling team. SK Telecom are the ones with the Infernal Dragon. And you have to look at this game.
And top lane as Sword wants to get himself some of this experience at least. I don't even think he's really going to be able to pick that one up against Humble Life earlier on in the season. I don't want to call it over until it's over, gentlemen.
Next two, forgettable.
Well, Griffin is still going to try and find it here. Mandrop comes down. Repel is up. Lehens finds the flash, jumps onto Teddy, but Teddy's out of there. Can he create enough distance as Chovy has locked down Marta, but is it actually going to be enough?
Well,
Khan gets in, has himself the triple knock-up, dives forward. It's going to be Teddy that grabs that first kill for SKT, and now Khan is just sweet. the rug. It's all too much. Faker finally gets himself one of these in these team fights, and Viper has nowhere he can be on the map.
It felt like I was looking at Ghosts of Christmas Past and what this game could have been.
Yeah.
They outnumbered, it was the perfect play, but there's just too much gold on SKT.
That's called smacking him with your wallet, Papa
Whoa!
Smithy. As True Shot Barrage, not going to work. The Viper's still for a long time. See your death and see your defeat in the LCK final for Spring 2019. Spring often does this to us, gentlemen. We often get the quick ones in the early stages of the year, but this is one that I don't think anyone expected. SKT 3-0 over Griffin after their incredible first round
Yet
run.
again, and they come in on a wave of momentum at the mid-season invitation.
SK Telecom, this has truly been one hell of a season for them in Spring 2019, as well as just seeing their growth over the split unfold. That was the biggest storyline, I think, for this team. From all the way from the Casper
They
Cup.
weren't the dream